Hey people, it's me. I think it's about time I made an intro, so here goes. On my channel, I talk about being black and managing mental health, so I'm just going to walk you through my personal journey so you can fully understand my passion. I've been like this ever since I can remember. Sometimes I'm vocal, sometimes I'm not. One of my high school teachers finally noticed some potential underneath it all and decided to help me hone into it. The only problem is men started seeing it too. Insert ex-husbands who were great initially. He was providing. I started getting more attention. He didn't handle it well. I had a little fun modeling in college. But after studying, I wanted us to have fun. College parties were supposed to be for networking and having fun. But those dudes in the back right there, yep, he wanted them gone. So I'm not the registrar, so I didn't know what he wanted me to do about it. I read some books or whatever. Figured out that maybe womanhood is the answer. I told myself I'd give it a shot. I cooked other things. Then I cut my hair short for transformative purposes. Fought off thoughts, wished people would, and I was very proud of myself. Until he felt like this was a problem. We disagreed, so I had to remind him what vows are for.
I didn't say sell me. I said give me.
Anyway, I went to hang out with the girls, get back to the boss me we all know and love, question myself. Then I got into some musical endeavors. I had a little trouble finding my niche, but the fast life got boring, so okay, so what next? Just going through the motions, just being there, but over it. Insert baby daddy. I was cynical, but I went for it. Why not? Yeah, then I regretted it. Started my natural hair and nail journey. Now I'm just out here trying to avoid poverty, giving advice, saving money, devoting my time to being black, elevating my career, missing my bestie, eating right now, arguing with certain chicks, trying to make this lady happy so I can glow again. To be continued. Hello, people. Thank you so much for showing up. I didn't really think I was gonna get that many people. It was a lot of people live. So yeah, Queen, yeah, you right, Queen of the South, absolutely. So Rollo, I'm glad you in the chat because Bitcoin, no, that is not the reason, because last week it was all you. Okay. We're not gonna act like it's always me. Anyway, so earlier today I stopped by Rollo's channel. I'm glad you're in the chat, Rollo. You can, you know, fill me in or let me know, correct me if I get anything wrong. So that was the topic was about polygamy, right? This has been something that a lot of people have been talking about in the Black community, right? So there have been various opinions. Some people believe that we're as a culture too broke to practice polygamy. There are people that feel like we should do it anyway, and that's the key to our success going forward, and a lot of different stuff, right? Here's the thing: everybody has their own opinions, and everybody's opinions are shaped by their past experiences and their abilities. So I was just in the chat speaking with a couple of people in the chat. Hey, Professor Black Ops. Welcome to the chat. So I was just in the chat box speaking to a couple of people in there, giving my opinion. Right, that's what you do in the chat box. I was invited to come up on the panel, and I do want to say that preceding me coming up to the panel, China White was up there, and I love China. She is a sweet young lady, in my opinion. Right, she's never done anything to me personally, and so we have some differences of opinions. Her and I have talked about those things, but for the most part, she's never made any live streams targeting me or any of the things that she says in her live streams. I didn't feel personally attacked or anything like that, right? So basically, she says her piece, I say my piece, and like it's respectful. See, that's women, right? But before I got up on the panel, that was a little back and forth. I do feel like the person that was going against China, was a little too personally invested. I will say that. But hey, everybody got their opinions. They got their reasons for why they say things. So when I get on a panel, there's this guy in the chat box that, after looking at his channel, he's done this a lot. And so this inspired my topic for today, right? Yeah, she really does. She really does, Faith. As far as what I've seen, right? Hey, Khadijah, welcome everybody. So let me get back on topic because y'all gonna make me forget. Okay. So if you notice, I have a lot of unpopular opinions. Sometimes I get targeted. I don't really mind as much, right? So the reason why I'm doing this live stream is because this guy in the chat box, I guess he thought I was supposed to be scared or worried or whatever. He said, "Oh, you know a video is coming." Yeah, mine, nigga. Here we go, right? Why do Black people feel like they have the only way their life means anything, their choices, their experiences? It don't mean nothing unless you get a bunch of people to follow you and doing it along with you just because you say so, right? Not, they're supposed to just let go of everything that they've learned, everything they've been taught, everything they've lived their life. Hey, Wedner, welcome. Everything that's been in their life before they met you, they're supposed to just get rid of all of that. And no matter what weak argument you come up with, they're just supposed to jump along and get onto the bandwagon because you say so. Because you don't have to have any skills of being able to convince anybody. You don't have to be able to express your point sufficiently. You don't have to do none of that. All you have to do is have an opinion that differs, and they're just supposed to drop everything and follow you. And if not, oh, well, see, this is why they should have never gave niggas YouTube, right? Because then, oh, I'm going to get on here and I'm going to expose you. Now, am I doing the same thing? Well, listen, not necessarily. What I am doing is expressing why I feel the way I do, and we can have the conversation if y'all want to. Bitcoin, you will not. That sacrilege will be strict from this chat. And Queen, I mean, well, see, here's the thing. He could be a vet all he want to, but see, all that's saying is his ass has survived a long period of time, right? He could be, here's my issue with him. He could be radical, but why is it that he wants to go after people that disagree with him? And that would even be okay if he understood this is a guy with no comprehension. The people he'd gone after, he didn't even get their argument right. The people, when they did response videos to him, said, listen, you didn't even pay attention to what I was saying. That's not what I said. You missed this part. You came in, you got personal. Everybody has said that. So, like, if you're going to be radical, can you at least understand what it is you're going against, right? And I get it. We have free speech, but can you at least understand what the person is saying? Well, you don't even know what you're objecting to. Hey, D. Darrell. Nothing's wrong, actually. I just thought that this would be a good topic. Before I play the evidence, right? Let's see. Come on, Topaz Ringo is my fellow Israelite bro. Well, you need to get him and counsel him, okay? Because see, here's what I learned about scripture. You're not supposed to fight about scripture. You tell people what it is, you show the proof, And then you let them decide. You let them walk that journey until they come to you. You don't supposed to fight people and shove it down their throat. That's not how the Most High wants you to come to Him. He wants you to come to Him with a willing heart, and that goes by somebody being, able to express and show proof of what it is that they're saying. You're not supposed to be like, oh well, if you don't do it right now, I'm gonna kill you, or either I'm gonna expose you, or whatever. So let me just say this today. And y'all gonna have to forgive me. Today is April 26th. It's the 7th year anniversary of my best friend's murder. And I was not in a good mood today. I'm gonna just see that. No, I didn't go at him. I did not go at him, Triple X. Okay. He went at me, and I don't take kindly to threats. So he was explaining. No, he was not explaining accordingly, Rollo. That's what I'm saying. He was arguing some stuff that I never said. It's amazing how people tell you what they thought you heard and can't tell you what you actually said. Okay. And if you want, I hope you enable the chat, because I can pull up your chat and show. Okay. All that stuff he was saying in chat, I never said none of that. And you're right, Professor Black Ops. It is some emotional dudes. Here's what I'm saying. I clearly laid out my experience and what I was taught. It's okay for them to say, oh, well, that's not the right answer. That's cool. But what I'm saying is he made up some stuff that I never even said. Like, how you gonna get mad at me for something I didn't say? You came up with that. Can you listen, or did you hear me and you just can't comprehend? One of those two things. He don't need to be leading no groups of people. So him being a Hebrew Israelite and all of that, I hope he's not a leader in the community, because he don't know how to express himself and he don't know how to listen. So he's not gonna get the group nowhere. Oh, and this is the thing. He also does a lot of polygamy, right? He is a big proponent for polygamy. That's cool. Do you live your life? I literally said the exact sentence. I don't knock nobody for their lifestyle. If you want to live that way, that's cool. Just find you a bunch of chicks that willing to do it with you. I'm not one. I'm not on here asking him to save me or to pay my bills or nothing. I asked for nothing from this dude. Okay. Right. So I don't understand. See, Rollo, there you go. That's why. But don't worry about it. I remember. So I'm going to just go ahead and I'm going to lay it out for y'all. Right. Okay. So anyway, back to the reason why I said I was going to go ahead and do this, because a part of me was like, you know what? I don't feel like it. And also, like, who cares? But here's the thing. One, I did say I was going to do content on this particular thing. It just so happens that today fits because I had to actually experience it. Secondly, I'm a little in my feelings, but it had nothing to do with his goofy ass. This is just going to be comedy relief to make me feel a little bit better. And if she was still here, I think that she would enjoy what this chat is about to become today. So I said I was going to be more open with my emotions, because that's the thing that I don't do. I don't really share my emotions. Yeah, he did. He did say he's gonna make a stream. I super didn't give a fuck. I'm gonna make my own stream. All right. So I said I was gonna try to be a little bit more open with my emotions, be a little bit more human to people. Hey, Alfie, welcome, welcome. And so here we go. This is what my feelings are like. Right. Okay. So today in Rollo's chat, I was just talking about how me personally, one person, just one woman on this planet, if you could convince the rest of the people on the planet to practice polygamy with you, that's cool. Right? Well, I'm not mad, actually. This is comedy relief. This is helping me to feel less sad about my friend's death. And all thanks, Khadijah, that helps, right? So I got up there. I was invited by Rollo, right? Because I was perfectly happy in the chat. And yes, Brandon, this is all Rollo's fault. I'm blaming Rollo too. So when I was asked to come up on the panel, I felt like, see, China explained that she is cool with polygamy. She would be willing to practice it. She laid out the benefits of living a life in that manner. And I respect it, right? I heard everything she was saying. Now, I assumed Rollo asked me to come up there because I had a difference of opinion. And so therefore, you just get to hear people's different opinions, and then you get to decide for yourself, right? I've never tried to, convince anybody that they have to live their life the way I do. All I'm saying is I live my life a certain way, and I have my reasons for it. And other people live their life a certain way. They have their reasons for it. So here's the thing. my purpose for not practicing polygamy. I know me. I know my limitations. I'm not going to be okay with it. Right? Exactly, Faith. That's how I feel. Right? Now, Khadijah, yeah, see, now that's a good point, but that wasn't even where I was going with it. Right? My issue with it is we all know our culture, and I've been very critical about Black culture on this platform. Right? Yeah, I know my limitations, and I don't put up like I don't deal with fuckery very well. So when you get a group of women, because I'm gonna tell you right now, I like certain types of women. Um, that has nothing to do with whether they my clone or not. The biggest reason that I would be cool with a woman is that she can hear different opinions and say, oh, okay, and then move on in life. Like, I don't like the whole messy back and forth thing. I don't like all that. I don't want to do all of that. Because, see, to me, that's not us having fun being women. That's not us doing fun things. Yeah, well, listen, D. Darrell, you're not the only person that feels that way. A whole lot of people have said that. And this is why I'm a little shocked. How is he yelling at me and you broke? But okay, never mind. Anyway, so the point is, I can't. I don't deal with a whole group of people like that. I'm an introvert. I don't handle big crowds very well. I don't like groups of people right around me that I don't intimately know. And then one dude with four women, I could be as mature as I want to be. There's going to be some effery afoot because of what happens when women get together. So it's a full moon. Oh, yeah, well, I guess I'm not really sure, like, why does it always have to be like this during a full moon? But okay. So, I basically want things to be very quiet and simple. Okay, I don't want a whole lot of cackling and loudness. And I'm sorry if that's offensive to women, but that's what I view is going to be like when there's a whole lot of women involved. I only like the certain type of women that you see me talking to on here. Okay, all these other different types of women, I just ain't gonna do it. I'm not gonna be okay. Also, when we look at the Black community, right? I'm very critical of the Black community. A lot of people don't do what they're supposed to be doing. Okay. I also I had other live streams set up where I was going to ask y'all questions about why are we like this as a culture? Why do we do this? Why are we acting like this? Why do we think this is okay? So y'all expect me to add a bunch of these people in my daily house? I just can't handle that. Now, Bitcoin says, what if he buy y'all separate homes? Well, I mean that would get me a little bit closer, but see, then they're gonna be wanting to come over. And no, because see, I don't want to hear no whining. If the other chick ain't doing what she's supposed to do, I don't want to hear that. That's not my see. This is my issue with dating men that have a whole lot of women too. Y'all like to sit up and pillow talk about what one woman is doing with the next one. I don't want to hear that. I don't. I'm not her counselor, and I could be your therapist, but then I feel like anything that you complain to me about from the other woman, you need to go tell her she doing wrong. You need to go handle that to her. Okay? I stay out of other people's business and I mind my own. I just feel like that is a very a drama-free lifestyle. I don't understand. Yeah, that's another thing too. If we look at these women out here, like the women I talk to, the women that's in this chat, the women that y'all see me speaking with, I don't believe that y'all would get into those situations. But see, other women out there, that if the whole of the community, Black women, y'all complain about these women all the time. Okay? So if they're not doing what they're supposed to do, why am I supposed to believe that if you put them in a situation where everybody is competing for your attention, because that's what happens according to y'all, this is what y'all describe Black women as. Why am I going to want all of that in my life? I'm not capable. I know me. I already know, and I'm gonna know exactly how that's gonna end. And it's, I just would rather not have that in my life. Here's the big thing though, right? My biggest point for all of this. I have never told anybody that they're wrong for practicing it. I know lots of women who do, and it's usually religious reasons. There are rules to polygamy. You can't just do it because you have, and like I've never said, I don't believe that men who practice polygamy, that they do or that they should look at it as, oh, I get sex from a whole lot of women, because it's way bigger than that. It's more stuff than that, okay? Oh, and you know what, Brandon? I'm gonna be messy. I hope he see that, right? Because you a whole hater from Memphis. You're not a square. You a hater being real Memphisy today, and I'm not understanding why. Hey, Jay Shine, welcome, welcome. Okay, exactly, D. Darrell. Let him know. So here, like there's rules, there's stuff you're supposed to do. Not only is there an income requirement because you're supposed to be able to take care of all of the women equally, you also have to make sure that you are the type of man that's going to be able to minimize the beef and the drama. Here's my issue, right? So I'm up there explaining to Rollo, the person who I'm talking to in this conversation, right? And he's in the chat talking about how well, I'm pushing your buttons and I'm gonna keep doing it. See, that right there to me, I feel like that's childish. That's not a man that is going to do well covering several women. You cannot antagonize women like that. What is wrong with you? That is just like, why? Why are you this person? As the man and you're heading over women, you are supposed to be the example of stability, of maturity. They supposed to look up to you. But when somebody don't like something that you said, you want to antagonize them. See, that's childish. That's stuff I would expect out of middle schoolers. Don't we pull 12 and 13-year-old people aside and tell them, hey, that's not a good character trait. Don't continue that in life as an adult. That's not going to get you nowhere. And so this is supposed to be a dude that's going to head over women and you're acting like one. That's real feminine to me. That's the exact reason why I don't deal with certain chicks. And you expect me. Okay, so that's one. Number two, if I were to do polygamy, it would never be with a dude like him. Ever. Zero chance. I'd rather be single for the rest of my life. I will die alone. It's cool. I'm not complaining on here. When I come on here, my content is not about me being single or not getting a man or none of that. I come on here and I talk to people about lifestyle, being happy, being tranquil, coexisting, peace, things like that. Rollo, so you're gonna do a part two. Okay, that's cool. That's what's up. I'll probably be back over there, right? Let's see. Quinn in the South says, I only keep up with Ringo because he was one of the first men to speak up against Kevin Samuels. He's been calling him out for years and ain't stopped nothing. But okay, so here's the thing. That's cool. But my issue with all of this is that you don't attack, like, in order for us to be able to coexist, we have to learn how to be able to tolerate differences that don't hurt you. Me being single, if I die alone, what that got to do with you? Okay? I pay all these bills. I do so comfortably. And guess what? I'm not telling people that they wrong or it's a sin for them to practice it. If that's what you want to do you. I'm probably the most tolerant person that I've heard speak on it because I hear a lot of people that say, "Oh, you stupid, you weak," and all that kind of stuff, and I disagree with that. Okay, I feel like if that's a setup that works for you, do you. But you don't get to yell at me. My issue with this is you don't get to yell at me to make sure that I have to do what you want. I would never date a dude like him. I would never be in his harem. If I had to do polygamy, it would be with somebody the opposite of that nigga. How about that? And then finally, right? I do believe in live and let live. What is the issue with me just saying, if I find a man that's cool with it, why can't I just have that lifestyle? You mean to tell me you're going to follow me and this dude around trying to convince him that he's stupid? That because this is another thing he said in the chat. Oh, if I don't want to do polygamy, I'm trying to control the man's manhood. Wait, what? How? How is me not engaging in something? How is me saying I'm opting out? I'll take the consequences. Whatever. It's cool, right? That's fine, right? If I'm not complaining, I'm not trying to get you to change your mind and take care of me. How is that me trying to control you? Ain't that the opposite of me trying to control you? Ain't that me leaving and not trying to control or tell you nothing? I don't understand that, right? But see, this is what I'm saying. A childish man believes that his masculinity is being attacked from every avenue, every single second. If one woman does not jump when he say jump, that means his masculinity is being attacked. See, that's crazy. That's what I'm talking about. That's insane. That is not a threat to you. Because if I say no and then I leave, how does that affect you? What he reminds me of is the type of dudes that throw drinks on women when you don't give them your phone number. That's what it sounded like. right? So I'm gonna just play these two clips real quick so that y'all can hear that it's not just me. And these are men. These are men that have said, we don't respect you. You're a loser. You're irritating. To each his own. Yeah, see, that's what I was saying. I literally said the words, I don't knock nobody for their choices, right? No, wait a minute. I bet Jay Shine in here acting up. Let's see. Oh, hey, Third. Welcome, little bro. Um, okay. Let's see. Cooljan says a close lady just asked me about polygamy before this live stream. Okay. Well, yeah. See, now look. I hope that you're educating her, giving her the right answers and everything, so that she can make her choice as an adult woman. Okay. Notice I didn't say that this was like, oh, you're trying to subjugate women and all that. No, I feel like if they going, let them do it. You know, everybody can do what they want to do. Myself, I can't speak for everyone. Okay, yeah, exactly. Males until we know other. Wait a minute. I feel like I have yeah, you're right. I feel like I missed out on some comments, but okay. So Bitcoin, you're right. The polygamy lifestyle is not for everyone. Exactly. I don't even do content on polygamy versus not going with it. Okay, I don't. I don't speak on it because everybody can make their own choices. They grow, and I feel like you need to make your own choices because you're not gonna say that I told you to do anything and then try to blame me for it. You grown. I am responsible for teaching exactly two individuals on this planet. Those are my children. Everybody else, you grown or somebody else's responsibility. Okay. So I don't tell people what to do. And it's a taboo subject, Cool Jim, but it don't have to be. It really doesn't. It is a lifestyle. And if you are capable of maintaining it and you like the way it's set up, you enjoy, you benefit from it. Do you. Okay. Well, Rollo is an open polygamist, and I still roll with him. That's his thing. He knows how to respect. Yeah, look, Rollo is cool with me. Okay, I mean, I will go back over there. I can have the conversation with Rollo if I'm invited. I don't know if he's gonna kick me out after this stream, but I don't think so. I don't think I did anything so bad where I got to get kicked out. So okay, hold on. How do I get to? All right, there we go. So this first stream that y'all are getting ready to see, right? Let's see. No, we not. Brandon, you will not. So this first stream y'all getting ready to see is somebody called King Riches, right? I don't know him, but I just felt like I needed to do research on the dude who was gonna hurt my feelings, right? And this is the first thing that came up. Notice how none of his content came up first. The people responding to him came up first. So this guy says that Ringo, this guy, has stolen his talking points, but didn't even get the answer right. So I'm only gonna play the first few seconds because all you need to hear is the first couple of sentences. So let me make sure that hopefully I checked audio. Y'all tell me if you can hear it.
Your comments.
What happened? Okay, so it's frozen. Okay, so can y'all? Yeah, I know, right, Brandon? Fair use. Okay, let me see. Where's my little fair use ticker? My mouse got stuck. Oh, boo. So is this what it's like if somebody flag your channel? I don't think I'm that big enough for people to be flagging my channel yet. Here we go.
Yes, so this is a video by King Riches, the one and only, the genuine original art.
So can y'all hear it?
So I did a video before I went to work. Yeah, I work in the night time. I work with people that are up to no good, put it like that. Yeah, I have to deal with these kind of people, hands on. I did a video before I went to work, and the video was talking about stop getting hoes pregnant, blood. Stop getting hoes
Well, yeah,
pregnant.
y'all should do
right?
that. Y'all
And
should stop getting people pregnant.
a YouTuber by the name of Black Male Advice TV, aka Ringo TV or whatever the fuck, yeah. This dude made a response video. So imagine that I've gone work in the night, been at work all night, you know, throwing people around, dealing with people that are sniffing.
I know it's irritating when you go to work and you doing something for the community and a nigga that don't do nothing but sit on YouTube and complain. Got something to say.
Carrying knives.
It's all right, King Witches. It's okay.
And all kinds of shit. You know, being a man about it.
I know, right, Khadijah?
Yeah, getting respect from big man out there. Yeah. And I come back and I see like this fucking dickhead Ringo TV.
He really is.
Video, bruv. And basically, I don't understand what this dude's problem is. And I told you lot before, this dude
he can't comprehend,
and he's completely proven every point I ever made. Yeah, about these YouTubers. He watches my video, and the guy didn't even have the boldness to say my name. Like he just
because he a bitch. He a bitch.
And like he's just chatting shit. Like he's saying I'm a hypocrite. You know, he
got a lot to say. Don't worry about it.
Because I got girls pregnant before, so I'm a hypocrite and shit like that. Bro.
He don't understand growth. It's all right.
Bro.
Let it out, sweetie.
The whole point of the video was a warning so that guys don't have to go.
So he missed the point?
Up, bro.
No, you don't say.
And mess their lives up. And instead of going out and just having reckless sex and getting girls pregnant, they should focus on being better men. That was the whole point of the video. But you want to try and chop and screw it to try and make out like you're some righteous dude. Yeah. You're some Captain Saberhole. Yeah.
I'm all right. That's it.
Bro, you're just a fucking hater.
So he goes in from there. You know, it just gets progressively worse. But wait. Hold on 1 second. Because this next guy, I super respect, right? This is one of the first people that I would begin to watch regularly. I can't believe this dude came at him. Like, who bothers this one? He never does anything to anybody. So hold on, because I watched a lot of that one. He went in.
Stop what you're doing right
what
now.
Is this?
If you're a woman or a man over
what
the age of 40
is
and you struggle with weight.
Listen, I didn't do that. Okay, LAR movement.
Saying that you're too broke for polygamy. Okay? One half about the men, the other half about the women, really. Ringo didn't agree with the half about the men. So he made a...
So LAR, who's usually very fair and balanced, right, did his take on polygamy. Ringo was cool while he was wringing black women's necks, but then when he got into it with the men about what you're supposed to have in order to be able to do it, oh, he had a problem. Watch how he act in this chat.
Response video. Now, I'm going to respond and have to clear up some things I shouldn't have to clear up. But I have to respond to you directly, first and foremost. I don't respect what you did.
Not really, Queen. This is just funny to me.
You just played. So, but I gotta put it out.
Fair use. Fair use.
You see, you came to my video
for educational purposes.
You watched it. It upset you. But
that nigga staying in his feelings.
Was pick a fight with me.
With LAR, really?
Me, and then not really.
Who fights with LAR?
In the video. And I had to address you a couple of times.
Not just once, a whole lot.
Saying, look, don't do the disrespect. Just
he's super disrespectful.
But what you continue to do was continue the insults, and then to the point where you was mixing the insults and disrespect with a point here and there. So you couldn't get past the point of not just stating your facts. And
Girl, yeah, it's a list. I ain't gonna do all of them. I'm just giving you the two that stood out.
To the point where I had to tell you, look, man, won't you just stop commenting?
Do yourself a favor.
You wouldn't speak like that to me if you saw me face to face.
Because I beat you. Yeah, see?
Your response was basically, you know, that type of energy is the type of energy that gets people shot.
Yeah, right.
So my response to you was at that point, well, what you want to do?
He made LAR stop his video.
And then what happened? You turned around and you was like,
I'm trying, Jay Shine.
I don't want no smoke. Then
because he a bitch.
Let me just keep it to what I'm talking about in these points that I really want to make.
Should have done that in the first place.
So you pick a fight with me. You didn't think you was gonna get a fight, obviously, because you tried it. You realize you would get one if you keep messing with me.
Look at his face, though, y'all. Look at LAR's face. He not playing with this nigga.
And on top of that, you deleted all your comments and the thread with me responded to you in it.
Because he a bitch.
And your response video, you acting as if you didn't do that. You know?
He do a lot on here. I didn't even know.
But I'm just going to say what it is right now. Because this is my issue with you right now. Some of the points you made about my video is points you actually, in some ways, just agreed with.
Because he's stupid. He don't comprehend.
Here's the other thing you did.
If you look at every person with
so that's good enough, y'all. The point is, all I wanted to do was show that this dude do a whole lot of arguing and chat boxing and don't even really be knowing what he talking about. He don't understand what it is that he complaining about, right? So whatever it is that he hear you say, he don't get what you're actually saying. He has no comprehension. And then he goes on these long tirades about it, get embarrassed, and then delete his comments, act like he wasn't even there. So that's one of the reasons why I want to do this video is because, see here, yes, at Third Ward, look, LAR is cool and down to earth. He don't bother nobody. He come on here, he upload his content, he move on about his business. You might catch him on O'Shea, but he ain't all around in everybody chat box talking crazy to people. No, he mind his business. Who gets into it with LAR? Like how? See, this dude is evidence that in the Black community, you could literally be minding your business, staying out of everybody else's, living your best life, and somebody gonna still find a reason to have a problem with you. Now, I don't care if dudes are mad, like, you know, because here's the thing, right? When I say I'm not willing to do polygamy, the same insults always come. Well, you're gonna die alone. Okay. I feel like if I was in polygamy, for me, I would feel alone. I would be dying alone anyway. Okay. That is a function of how I grew up, right? In the Christian church, you get told, right, that you're only supposed to have the two people and the third strand is God. That's what they taught us. Now, if that's not true, I'm willing to have the conversation with y'all about Christianity. But what I'm saying to y'all is that is how I've lived my life. Okay. And so therefore, for you to come in with something new, you need to be able to sufficiently convince me or either move on about your business. Because see, if the Lord wanted me to, if the Most High wanted me to change my mind, he would send somebody that can convince me. Okay. So, you know what else? Somebody in the chat was like, see, this is why the Most High don't deal with women. Who told you that? Okay, you have no idea what the calling is on my life. You have no idea how I move and why. You don't know. See, this hubris, this God complex that y'all come in here with, just get out of it. Stop, okay? Because you look a hot mess. That's what you look. You look very emotional. Yes, Triple X, he is the most neutral guy in the manosphere. He posts literally the same amount of videos about Black women and Black men. He bothers no one. Nothing. LAR, you did absolutely nothing. Okay, nothing wrong. You did a lot of good, I will say that. Okay. Hey, D. Darrell, welcome.
Take a deep breath. Count to 10.
Oh yeah, yeah. You know, I'm good. I'm good. All I'm saying is, like, I feel like he had me messed up because, like, this is what's like when you're on a panel and you see somebody in the chat, and they just assuming that all of this stuff that you never said, that just irritated me. And then so when I go look up this guy to see who he is, because Rollo was like, you must not know him. No, I don't.
Yeah,
Who he's
I
supposed to
didn't
be?
know you don't know Ringo. Ringo been around a long time.
Well, see, but I ain't never seen him. I don't never hear nobody talking about him. Like I didn't even know his name until today.
Yeah, he's taken breaks before and so forth, but Ringo been around for at least 6-7 years, on and off. So, but I'm gonna say this in regards to polygamy. See, this is the issue I have when we in this community on YouTube or the black community as opposed to the black community in real living real time in life. This is an issue that is not talked about in our community. Let's just be real about this. This is a this is a black YouTube topic. In our community, nobody's talking about polygamy. Let's just stop. Like this, and no, they're not. Most black. I'm gonna say this: 99% of black women are not going to agree to polygamy, and the 1% that will, the likelihood of them dying with that partner that they're sharing is highly unlikely. So
well, you know what, D. Darrell, let me say this though, right? The idea of polygamy, it actually don't sound that bad. It's kind of beautiful if it goes the way that people are describing it. But it's not gonna go that way. This is my issue. Black people do not do what we supposed to do. And I got a series lined up. I was talking to the team about it. I got a series lined up about why are we like this? You know, like one, why we comfortable begging.
Topaz, even if it goes the way it's supposed to, is still a higher chance of not working. And let me use a case in point, because the polygamous, I've dealt with several polygamous situations, but it was usually people of other cultures, and in the polygamous situations that I've dealt with, they were all African. They were dealt with polygamous situations as it relates to Nigerian, and then I think I had family from Cameroon. They were doing what they were supposed to, and you know what the problems were? They had all these children to take care of. They couldn't out earn the children they created, and then there was this whole thing about this one man that everybody wants to talk about. There's supposed to be this one man that's supposed to be holding it down, treating everybody equally, making sure all the kids get the equal attention. All of this, the commonality among everybody was about the equality of the man investing in everybody, and it's impossible.
D. Darrell, here's another thing. Whenever they talk about polygamy, they gotta always bring up the Bible days. There was a reason for it back then. No kid had their father because they died in war, and then or either you needed to hear it or repopulate the community. And then how about this? The men that were of age, they were teaching and training the boys, so the boys still didn't go, without leadership and guidance. So there was a whole lot going on with that. It wasn't just everybody chilling. Like they describe it like it's gonna be one man with 6 chicks on the beach just chilling because he got all this money. But that ain't what it was for back then. The reason why it happened back then is because there were a substantially less men available. There was a reason for it, and then there were people doing things to make sure that it was going to be beneficial. These dudes just want to throw some polygamy together, and I ain't heard nobody talking about it that is putting together a real plan that is sustainable and helpful. It's all selfish. That's what I'm saying. Now, is polygamy in the practice is not supposed to be selfish, but that's how they describing it. They not saying, how it's supposed to go. And I do want to welcome Triple X to the panel.
Welcome. Thank you. So fast. How you doing?
I'm all right. How are you?
Good. Take a break. Get something to drink.
You know what? And I'm gonna go on mute and I'm gonna let the men have it, because I think as a woman I've already spoken up today, right? Oh, but let me say this last thing, right? So with me being single, right? A lot of people feel like that means you supposed like that means I'm just gonna be out there riding what y'all call a cock carousel. What if I'm single but I'm not doing nobody, right? You know what I do? I want to be a good woman in the community. I wave and I smile when I pass black men. Let me tell this story, right? So there was a man that I used to live next door to. He was older and he was going through chemo and cancer, right? His kids never came to see him because they didn't like the way he did his ex-wife, which was their mother. So I agreed to meal prep for him because I was like, hey, I know the answer to this. I can help. I ain't doing shit. Why not? And he was a next door neighbor. So when I do this, then all of a sudden this dude now trying to shoot his shot. Nigga, you got chemo appointments in the morning. You think you got time to be trying to get some box? Get out of here. See that stuff like that. That is a selfish thought process. You need to worry about surviving first.
But
before you go, let me get that one. Hey, listen, it's an old man. He ain't in the best of health. You of course you doing him a favor. You showing him love and all of that, and that's good. I like that. I like to see women do that. But I mean, I can't really be mad at the man for shooting his shot, though.
Well,
I mean,
I'm not
he's
mad.
a
Okay,
man.
hey DJ now. Okay, so listen, I'm not mad at him. I get it. But what I'm saying is, like, he needed to be focused. Like, first of all, survive first, nigga. You don't even know if you won't be, and this is messed up for me to say, but you don't even know if you won't get through this first. Be a cancer survivor first.
But Topaz, he's still a man.
He's still a man,
Topaz.
He don't even know if he's gonna survive, so he might as well move on and watch it.
Topaz,
y'all way too much.
You talking about tomorrow? It might not be tomorrow. I need to move on this right now.
How much older was he than you?
Yeah.
He was like 63.
Oh yeah, 60-year-old man. Yeah.
Come on, and a 30-something-year-old woman paying him attention.
Yeah, he gonna shoot his shot.
But look, but you know what? Here's my thing. I wasn't being bitter because I'm single. I was single at the time. I wasn't being bitter. I was like, okay, well, you know what? If you need something, that's cool. Like, you live literally next door. I didn't see the problem in doing that.
Well, no, you're not wrong for doing it. No, nobody's criticizing you doing it. That's a great thing you're doing it. At the same time, as a man, you're not gonna go at that guy for shooting his shot. He didn't turn into a creep. He just shot his shot. He ain't wrong.
I'm not saying that y'all listen. I'm not saying y'all got to go at him. I get it. I get that that's man behavior, right?
Yeah, if you
what
I'm
saying is, I don't want to be yelled at saying that I put myself in that predicament, because if y'all want to know, that's why. Right, women don't do nice things for men. It's because then when they do that, we get told it's our fault, and I feel like that's not a fault. Like, you just
what you do. Well, see, my thing. I think I'm gonna say this. I think we are overcomplicating. I think we're overcomplicating how we're supposed to interact with each other. I mean, we're asking each other to do things outside of. I mean, like, men, it's innate for us to try to make an attempt to be with women. I mean, that you can't tell a man to come out of his nature. Now, even if you did something nice, as men, we are going to try to talk and hit on women and flirt with women. I mean, that's not going to change. I mean, now as long as you're not being disrespectful, did he not? If he did not, to see if he touched you or he said something inappropriate or that you felt was disgusting or something, that would be one thing. But if he just, asked, made some innuendos and flirted with a little bit, I mean, that's natural. we have to be
and that's why I stay out y'all face, man. That right there. I stay out of the way.
That ain't gonna never stop.
Yeah,
it's gonna always be what it is because at the end of the day, go ahead, D. Darrell, finish up, man. Go ahead.
Because what I was gonna say was, because then if we ask men to be to use a higher level of decorum in regards to what's the correct, what you're going to do is create a generation of passive men that are not going to want to talk to women, and then you're going to have women mad that why are these men not speaking to us? Why are they not communicating with us? Why are they so awkward and not trying to talk to us? Am I pretty? And I mean, the things that women go through when they second guess themselves by nature. I mean, that's what's going to end up happening if we overcomplicate how men are supposed to interact as trying to be in relations with women.
Yeah, and I'm not asking men to stop doing that. I'm really not. All I'm saying is it shouldn't be looked at as my fault when I
No,
tell that
it's not your
story.
fault.
Okay, that's it.
See,
That's because it just I
it-
don't want it to be a bad thing if I gain the attention of men.
well, see, here's the thing though, Topaz. You don't get a chance. You don't get to decide who should make that shot. Now, if you out and you see an incredibly handsome guy that you like, and you attracted to him, and you not in nothing serious, and ain't nothing going on with you at the time, you will want that guy to shoot his shot at you. Correct?
Well, it
Am
depends.
I
If he's
correct?
single, in addition to
I
all of that,
said
if he's single,
all
cool.
that, if he's single and he's incredibly handsome to you, he's a 10 out of 10 looks and he's single.
Yeah,
Would you?
I mean, sure, but I can't get mad at him if he don't. If he don't, I gotta accept that.
No. Hold on. That's what I'm getting at. But
Oh.
that's the thing. You will want him to do that, but you don't get to choose what man decides to do that. All of the heterosexual men that's confident gonna shoot their shot if they're interested. That's how it's gonna go. You don't get to select what man's gonna do that. That's the point I'm trying to make on that part.
Right, and I'm not trying to decide that. Like, I know that's an internal process, and y'all know the reasons and all of that. I'm not even trying. Look, I don't try to understand y'all. All right, I'm not a guy. I'm not gonna get it. I don't care.
Right. I'm just saying, if I'm out and about and I see that Sade look alike and I don't shoot the shot, that's on me.
You and Sade.
Man,
You know what? If I see a Sade look alike, I'm gonna make sure I bring her on here for you, Triple X. Okay? Because you keep talking about Sade.
Right.
My dad, 84 years old and flirt with women, and great health, and he flirt with women.
He say he still got it, I guess.
And he's active. He's active at 84 years old, and he flirts with women.
Okay, I guess.
So
I mean, you don't use it, you lose it. I guess. I don't know.
Exactly. I can't hate him for that. He enjoying his life.
Well, and that's cool. That's cool. All I'm saying is that, like, if y'all want to know, I've heard, and that's another thing that I've heard on here, right? Like, after the polygamy stuff, I hear a lot of, well, when we ask black women to smile, they can't even do that. Because if we do, when you come over there, like, let's say I'm in a relationship, right? I can't walk down the street because, men that I've dated used to call it being overly friendly. But I'm in the South, a Southern thing. When you see somebody and you pass them, you look at them and you say hello, and how are you? And then they say fine. And like that 4-sentence thing is mandatory.
So I think is this. I think that as men, I think that if you don't know a person, I don't find it advantageous to ask a woman to smile that you don't know. Now, I would ask a woman that I do know, that I have interaction with, hey, what's wrong? Or why are you not smiling or whatever? But why don't you say something to make her smile? If you want her to smile, say something funny so she can smile. Instead of you asking her to smile for no reason, you have no pretense of knowing why she may be unhappy, but you just think women's supposed to walk around being happy all the time. That's not reasonable.
My position on it would be this. Like, it's kind of similar to that, but I'll say this. The woman, I would never, like, the point is like, if you're asking a woman that, let me put it this way. The point is, if you're asking a woman that, what's your intent? Are you really like trying to make a move at this girl, or are you just saying it just to be saying it because she's got a frown on her face? I generally, especially women that I'm not interested in, I generally don't stop them to say anything.
See?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah, that's just me though. Now I have been with guys that have done stuff like that, and everybody got their own style, But my style is different, I like to kind of feel people out before I rush in, but to each his own. Go
ahead. I basically speak. I mean, I'm from the South. I grew up in, rural Louisiana. I mean, we taught to speak to everybody. So by nature, I speak to people. But I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't see this problem with. I mean, I guess in this space again, this is where I see where we're in a bubble where we say things that's conducive to YouTube, but in the community, I don't see this. Like, I see a lot of overworked women that work retail and they work customer service jobs. I see them frowning up, but I don't see professional women that have like teachers and women work, just in finance, and I don't see them looking bitter and angry. I see poor working class and other women like that who work that basically work based on hours. Like saying, for instance, they have to work 40 plus hours to have a livable, have livable salary and so forth. And they're overworking themselves with multiple. I see these women a lot of time looking unhappy and angry and bitter and somewhat masculine at times. But I don't see this with college educated women who are in professional spaces that are making money or they're happy within their career. And so I don't see that. And I see in the field I'm in, I see a lot of black women where I don't see them like this. I mean, I see them happy. I see them relaxed, happy. I see them very feminine, and so forth. And they happy within their own skin. I mean, that's just
hold
me.
on, y'all. Hold on, y'all. Let me say this. I do understand, like, from this point of view, right? The men that are saying it, what I hear when they say it is that it creates a culture of tension when everybody's all frowned up. Now you don't know what to say to them. Like, I don't think there's anything wrong with smiling and saying hi. The problem that happens is in the South, we are taught to speak to everybody, but there's a 4-sentence thing that happens. You don't go past those 4 sentences unless you have an intent for this person, or either y'all have some type of former relationship or interactions, right? You say, hello, how are you? I'm fine, and you, and then good, and then you move on in life. Like, you don't just stop there. But I don't think there's anything wrong with, like, maybe not just scowling all of the time. So I don't think that they're that far off, but I understand why it doesn't happen.
All right. Let me say this. Check this out. My thing is this. I seen Kevin Samuels episode when he went off into that. I don't think the guys are wrong, because it's not my style and I don't do it, but I don't think there's anything wrong with the guys requesting that or even saying that to the women. I mean, if the situation flipped, I mean, they definitely will want some level of black man protection or of some extent if an emergency arrives. You know what I'm saying? Like if 2 young guys roll up on their bikes and they 14, 15, and they think they're going to grab Topaz and not let her get in her truck or whatever, and I come over there and put their ass in their place, black woman is going to want that,
Yeah.
I'm just saying, so at the same time, on the flip side of that, a smile is a simple request. But again, it's not old. It ain't old to nobody. And I know y'all in the South or from the South, so it's a little different. But from where I'm from, it is a lot of those frowns going around. The women are a lot colder up this way, that's for sure.
I'm gonna say this, man. I don't think that. I think it's socially awkward to ask women to smile that you don't know. I'm sorry. I think that just move on, man. I think that in this space, why I'm trying to figure out why a lot of black men valuing the opinions or reactions of black women that they don't know and don't have any affiliation with. I mean, I don't see why are we so sensitive to things that we think they should be doing, particularly if you're not dating, you don't know them, you're not friends, you have no affiliation. Just move forward. If you're around women that are frowning or whatever, just talk to the women that smile. It's just easy for me to ignore. I ignore people that I don't like the way they act and so forth. If they have certain behaviors that I don't necessarily like, I ignore them. I don't pay attention to it. I move forward. I move on. I don't internalize it and make it a situation in which the majority of is not doing specific things. I mean, if I got out of my house right now and I walked in a supermarket and I saw 5 black women and they all frowned and looked at me, I would not care less. And if I saw a black woman that was smiling and they spoke to me, I'd say, "Hey, how you doing?" and keep it rolling. Like I don't see the point to bring these things up. It's like it has no, whether you smile or not, it has no effect on my day.
Well, go ahead, finish up, man. Go ahead.
I'm
Okay.
done. I'm just saying
Okay.
it has no effect on, because there's a lot of things. These people are human. We don't know what they went through. You don't know if they've been abused. You don't know if they got fired. You don't know if they got a shitty boss. Something issues with their family, their mom. There's a lot of variables that we're not looking at. When you would just expect someone to just smile for no reason. I mean, we just got to be real about that.
Yeah, I don't know if I will agree with that. I think my thing is with the whole thing, and I think what the collective of black men are saying with that is more than just the actual act of the smile. It's the fact that the demeanor of the women are so in the dumps that too many of them are walking around that way. So
okay, so
I think
what are the reasons?
Hold on. I've been interrupted. I'll let you rock.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Yeah, okay.
I got it.
I'm using your words, not derail. I've been interrupted. I'll let you rock. I even asked you, was you done? Now, my thing on that is what I just said. I think too many of the guys are running into masculine women now, and that's their demeanor. Now, I cannot. The bottom line is this: everybody's situation is different. Everybody's situation is unique. It should be understood on why they may have a down attitude or have that demeanor or whatever. But the guys are just looking for better, period. They're looking for better results out of the women, and that's their complaint. Now, of course, they don't have a magic pill. They can't Thanos snap it and get it rocking and make everything right for the women. They can't do that. But they're saying that because they want a better outcome from the women. They want less masculine women, So that's the route they're going with that. Now, whether they're right or wrong, hey, that's up for debate, but that's the reason they're coming at it. Go ahead.
So what I'm saying is that we're looking at it from a very minute standpoint. You're looking at the outcome of a behavior instead of not addressing what may have contributed to that behavior. That's the issue that needs to be addressed. The issue of what type of issues, the stress, all the things that black women go through and so forth. We're not considering that. We just think, oh, she had a shitty day. She's just supposed to smile. Like, really? I know I don't smile when I have a bad day. I frown up. I know I walk around frowning up some days when shit ain't going right for me. I look mean and I may look mad and I ain't running around happy and all giggly and so forth. I mean, I know for me, I know when I'm having bad days or stuff, I'm not walking around happy. If I'm busy or stressed, I'm not walking around happy. I mean, so my thing is I'm looking at what are the things instead of saying why you can't smile. How was your day? Is something bothering you? Why not create a conversation that can facilitate her expressing herself instead of wondering why she's not smiling? And through that conversation, you could understand the reason why she has that demeanor.
Well, listen, this goes back to, if you rewind what I just said, I basically just broke it down for you, man. The main thing with that is what I just said is not ignoring what the women are going through. They're obviously going through something for that, to have that reaction or to have that attitude in the first place. Irrespective of that, simply put, the guys are looking for a better outcome. It's not, while not ignoring that, that's what they will want. Now, obviously, to get that, they would need to be in a better attitude. They haven't been conditioned to have that attitude up to this point anyway. So I'm a realist. I'm not going to expect anybody to Thanos snap and it's going to make the women all of a sudden start getting smiles on their face and erase their own old situation. We all go through stuff. Like, it's life. It's not a person alive that haven't went through stuff. We have to be real here. So, like I say, a lot of these women didn't come up in that type of household or that environment. So they're a lot more rugged, a lot more tough, and have a lot harder exterior. I'm used to dealing with it. It's no big deal to me. Like I say, it's not really my my cup of tea, so to say, to just go talking to random women. And if I do, it's because I'm interested and I'm trying to talk to her in a serious manner. And I definitely don't ask her to smile, but to each his own. But that's the reason why they are doing it. I don't think they're ignoring the fact of why they're like that. They just want the better outcome.
Okay, so then I have to ask the question. I have to ascertain the fact that why is it only in this space I hear this, and I don't hear this in other spaces. I don't hear this in real life. So then I have to look at why is it that there's a group of men that we're all having these similar experiences, and we're not necessarily in some way looking at maybe our approach. Maybe it's something within me that's attracting this same typical behavior over and over again. Maybe it's something with me. Maybe it's my presentation. Maybe it's my style. Maybe it's something about me that maybe some black women don't like. Because when you repetitively are interacting with the same group of women and you're getting the same response, I mean, at some point you have to somewhat look at yourself in a second. And it may not be them. Maybe it may be you. I'm just saying, because I don't share that same experience. And to be honest with you, I've never heard as many men in a space share this experience, except for this particular space itself. Like when I go into other spaces, I'm in another pro-black sector right now. I don't hear men talking like this. I go into other spaces, I don't hear men talking like this. I come into this space, I hear a bunch of men talking like this.
All right. My question for that would be this. What exact spaces are you comparing it to? Can you name the channels?
Okay, I'm comparing it to the pro-black sector. I'm comparing it. What?
Which channels in particular in the pro-black sector?
I mean, I'm my own channel itself. The people that if you check out the channels that I'm in the pro-black sector. Let me finish.
Go ahead.
Okay, I'm in a sector where we focus a lot on like black education. We focus a lot on stuff like with people such as Q Butter and Umar Johnson and stuff, and guys like that are doing schools, and we focus on a lot of community orientated stuff. These are small YouTubers. A lot of them are not huge, big YouTubers, but in those spaces, men are not talking like this. They're not.
Oh, okay.
In my life, up until I got on YouTube, when I started getting on YouTube in 2015, 16, I never heard. I've heard maybe some here and there, but I've never had a situation where I've seen the majority of men speaking in this manner. I'm just telling you that. Now, I'm not saying that. Listen. I'm not saying that nobody's experience is not correct, because you have the right to your own anecdotal experience. I'm just telling you that your experience does not necessarily represent the majority of black men. That's what I'm insinuating.
Here's the thing. Those spaces you mentioned, like Q Butter, and I'm familiar with that, and especially talking about Jason Black. I mean, you could say Jason Black. He's definitely pro-black. You know, the business, Jason Black, the Black Channel, the Black Authority, Tariq Nasheed, Dr. Umar Johnson, Leonard Honor. You know, I'm hip to all those channels you mentioned. I'm subscribed, so I watch those. Here's the thing. That group of guys that's over there, that's a separate group of guys. You know, a lot of those guys, from what I've noticed, a lot of those guys are generally, I've noticed a lot more married guys in those sectors, and it's a more mature crowd. I will admit that. You know,
right?
So I will admit that. That said, that said, I'm not going to ignore the other side of the black sector of YouTube or the manosphere, because a lot of those complaints they are making, because I'm in all the sectors, you know, and a lot of those complaints they are making, I've seen that play out in real life, and I've heard that play out in real life from other people that I actually know off YouTube. So that manosphere sector or whatever sector that you do hear those complaints from, they ain't making that up. You know? I'm just making that clear. Now, like I say, the crowd that's over there in the pro-black sector, they're probably a lot less likely to run into that because it's possibly a slightly more mature crowd, and a lot of those guys are married or they're older guys. Like when I listen to Jason Black, because I listen to Jason Black and The Business by Jason Black, a lot of those guys that call in be like late 40s, 50s, 60s, or even older. Like I would expect something a little different from those guys. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of those guys be already involved too. So I mean, hey, somebody's got to lose. You know,
nobody has to lose.
Somebody's got to lose. Go ahead, you got.
Nobody has to lose. Why can't we all win? Nobody.
The reason why somebody got
has to lose.
I'll tell you why somebody got to lose. Because if a guy can't get what he wants, he consider that a loss. You know, it's not that he can't get anybody, but if he can't get what he wants, I consider that a loss. Like, you know, my dream.
So whose fault is that?
Wait. My dream would be the lakefront mansion. Now I already got a big spot, but if I don't get that before it's all said and done, I consider that a loss. But that's me. Now, whether it's a loss or not, who's to say? But I consider that a loss. Go ahead, you got it.
But okay, hold on. So Triple X, but there were other wins, right? Like you started off living with your parents and then you went through a series of houses or whatever until you got to the big one that you're in now. So those are all wins. So that one loss that if you don't ever get to the beachfront property, do you get rid of all the wins that you had before that?
Yeah, because it would basically be, but
that's illogical.
Wait, hear me out. It would be a loss because you didn't because you didn't win this chip. You didn't win the championship. The lakefront house would be the championship for me. Now that don't mean that, hey, that's like somebody playing 20 years and they had a great career, like Charles Barkley, considered one of the greats, but he didn't win the chip. Now that don't mean he's a loser. You know, he's a great player, considered one of the greats, but his status ain't considered the same as the Jordans, the Dirk Nowitzkis, Tim Duncans. It's a reason why they rank consistently higher than Charles, and that's because Charles didn't close the show. If the Suns would have beat Michael that year, it'd be a different story, but they didn't get the job done.
So what you're saying is that people need to create unrealistic expectations, and if they don't achieve it, they're losers. Because that's what I'm hearing.
That's not what I'm saying.
That's what I'm hearing because what you're saying. Hold on, brother. Wait. Let me say my point of view. Hold on, because she brought up the fact that you had wins. Go ahead. She just brought up the fact that you had multiple wins, but you discredited those wins because you didn't get one thing that you thought you deserved. In life, sometimes you get whatever was afforded to you, and that's the reality. The reality is that you couldn't reach a certain point, and you achieved what you achieved. That's not a loss.
It don't work like that.
There are plenty of.
It don't work like that for me to read Derail because nobody work harder than me.
I hear what you're saying, but your logic is flawed.
Well, wait, Triple X, I feel like that's not you.
Wait, hold on. No, it's no flawed logic here. What the point I was trying to make ultimately, this wasn't about me. For a lot of the guys in the sector, their frustration is because they're not getting what they want. So since they're not getting exactly what they want, they consider it a loss. And they're having complaints. If they want to just
but listen, brother.
Hold on, man. If they wanted just a 4 or 5 and they wanted to take that and run, they wouldn't be having these complaints in the manosphere. Go ahead.
Okay.
Well, hold on, y'all. I just want to say that I feel like that's you. Well, not you specifically, right? But that's the person not being fair to themselves. You're going to discount all the 20 wins you got because you didn't get the 21st one. I feel like that's you being harsh on yourself, and it's going to keep you in misery instead of letting you say, hey, I got 20. It's people that didn't get but 2.
Hey, I would challenge you to read Elon Musk's book by Ashley Vance. It's one of the best.
But everybody ain't going to be Elon Musk, though.
Wait, Topaz. Hold on. I know it's your panel, but let me get this off. It's one of the best.
I know this your panel, but I'm going to snitch it.
Right. It's one of the best books I ever read. And his constant pursuit perfection and wanting to always do better, and everybody can't do that, you know.
Right.
But it's a remarkable story of how you should set those goals. And in reality, you're right. If I don't get it, maybe it's not really a loss. But to a
Right.
guy like that, it would be a loss to Elon. You guys could never have this conversation with him the way y'all talk.
No, we
So,
couldn't. And you know why?
Right.
Oh,
So,
I bet I could.
yeah, well, D. Darrell, good luck with that.
I bet I could.
Well, you a man. I would never.
Good
I
luck
wouldn't
with
be
that.
Darrell, and here's
Hey,
why.
D. Darrell, I challenge you to get that book, man, and read it. And I would like to hear your thoughts on that. And in fact,
What's the name of the book again?
Elon Musk. Hold on, I got it right here on my shelf.
And meanwhile, I want to welcome Big Coon L to the panel. I wonder what he finna come up here and say.
So what's happening? What's that? Now I just want to respond to D. Darrell. He was saying he don't hear this stuff anywhere else. But I was gonna say he never heard this stuff in a barbershop. Brothers always talked about women in barbershops.
Man,
they talked about women they having sex with.
No, it's about
I ain't
women.
never heard
Period.
them talk about women they
Even
not
the women
having
they
sex
don't
with.
deal with. Shit, it be times like if a woman coming there with a child, little boy or something, it be dudes going back and forth with it, different topics. Like this the same thing. Everything I see on Black YouTube is the same thing I seen in the barbershop, the picnic, and on the park, stuff like that. This ain't nothing
And that's
brand
why
new.
I stay out y'all way.
So you telling me you telling me, Brandon, that you hear a bunch of men complaining they ain't had a date in 5 years. Is that what you telling me?
Wait, who said something like that?
No, hold
Now
on.
you going to the extreme. I ain't saying stuff like that.
That's what
I
you
said criticize women. Yeah.
I ain't never heard this in the barbershop.
So ain't nobody saying, man, I ain't never been on a date for 5 years, man. I don't know how to get no pussy. I need help. I need a dating coach. Ain't nobody talking like that now. If that's what you're talking about, then
that's what I'm talking
I'll drop
about,
back down in the chat if that's what you're talking about. But I'm talking about like criticizing women, responding to what women say, stuff like that.
No. But what I'm talking about, are you hearing men say that they ain't had a date in 3 years? Are you hearing
I
men
never.
saying,
I don't hear brothers talk like that.
Why she got to be feminine to me and she got to submit to me off the rip? I ain't never heard that before.
Well, our language be like, our submissive language be like, she gotta give me some pussy, she gotta give me some head before we do anything, something like that.
See, and that's why I stay out the barbershop. I do not play with y'all.
I'm just saying, man. I don't hear. I've never heard this. I've been
See,
in the barbershop.
hood,
I was
submission to
raised
us
in the
is
barbershop. My dad been a barber for over 60 years. I've never heard men talk like this.
It's like I said, it's new to me, especially hearing brothers say women getting fit. I'm not used. This all new. That's new to me. I gotta be fair on that. When they say, women.
Go ahead.
My bad. Go ahead, Triple.
No, I'm sorry. Go ahead. Finish up, brother. I'm sorry.
I was just saying when they say, women gotta be fit. It's like, I'm not used to brothers talk like that. We like old women thick, but this is just new brothers speaking. Like we hearing the educated. I don't want to say lames, but the educated brothers finally speak on terms like, because, it was just the popular type of dudes that was speaking. Now we can hear what they're saying. And sometimes y'all don't like what they're saying, but all brothers are not the same. Like we like thick women. Some brothers like thin, skinny women, fit women. So, we all come with different perspective on things when it comes to women.
So wait, Brandon, you saying that the men that are considered educated, right, that they get drowned out because the popular men are the loudest?
Yeah, because because it's the whole thing about women gotta be thick, and like I said, all brothers don't like that. A woman with a big old ass and all this. Some guys want a flat booty woman, with, like I said, with a 6-pack. I never heard people talk like that in the hood, but that like I said, that's new to me.
Yeah, but not all black people live in the hood.
No, that's what I said. My experience living in the hood, that's what I heard, like in the barbershop. But when it comes to criticizing women, we all done it. Everybody done it. It don't matter if you're from the hood, suburbs. We all criticize.
But have you? But I'm talking about the basic thing of why she don't talk to me, why she won't date me. I can't get none.
That right there.
Why I gotta wait the 90-day rule? All this kind of shit. I've never heard men talk like this. I'm sorry.
Well, no, when they say like, oh girl, man, she be tripping, man. She be acting like she ain't trying to fuck with a nigga. She be fucking with such and such. Woo.
You know what I would hear. You know what I would hear dudes say if they felt like whatever, they would say, fuck this chick. I'm gonna move on to something else. That's what I heard. That's what I'm used to hearing. I'm not used to hearing men complain about what a woman didn't do. If they felt that they didn't get what they wanted, they moved on.
Well, I'll say this
Quickly.
though. I'll say this to your point about like dudes do complain about their baby mamas. Like, damn, she won't let me
Right?
see my child. If she keep on threatening me about putting me on child support if I don't do this, woo, woo, woo. They complain about that. I do hear that.
Okay, I hear that too. So to me, that's a communication
Like I said, it's different.
problem.
Like I said, we all got it's different
That's
brothers around here.
So what I'm getting at, brother, and for anybody that I hope nobody's misconstrued what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that when we're talking about the interaction between two people, and if somebody feels that something did not go correctly, then that's an issue that is in regards to the communication itself, not just is one person's fault. And I think that when we listen in these particular spaces, on both sides that do complain, females and males, we tend to want to throw the blame of why something I wanted and could not get was because of somebody else, without necessarily looking at maybe something that I did or something that I contributed to cause that particular response. That's what I'm saying. We have to look within ourselves too in that process and not just assume it's because somebody else did or did not do something.
Because I think it's certain people that don't have voices that could speak on certain things. We'll just shun that type of person we feel that ain't black enough, quote unquote. We'll look at him as an outcast if he come with something different that we're not used to. So now with YouTube, that person now has the platform where he can speak his mind. And some of y'all don't like what he such and such say. Well, you know, that's just, you ain't got to watch him. You know, you can always change the channel. You ain't got to. He ain't forcing nobody to listen to him. You know, bitch about women if that's what you want to call it.
Okay.
But it's not good for him to stay in that space. The same way, if a woman can't smile at least a couple of days out the week at people, you know, like, then it's not good. Whatever is going on in her life, it's not good for her to stay in that space.
Is it hurting you? Is it hurting you personally?
It's not hurting me, but I
if
also can't watch other people be hurt.
If it's making that, and if a person like keep on talking about the police, you know, police brutality, they keep on doing this every day, every channel, you know, every time they go live, they always talk about the cops, how they treat us bad. Are you going to tell them, well, you need to stop complaining about the cops and do something?
No, I'm not saying that I'm going to tell them to stop complaining. What I'm saying is it's not good for them to stay in that space. And I would hope that they will be open to me talking to them about ways that they can come out of whatever it is that's causing them to feel that way every day, which is why I do this podcast, is because, yeah, we all go out and there's microaggressions, there's police brutality, there is the overlooming threat of slavery and all of this, everything that we experience as being black, right? It's not good for us to stay here. So I try to motivate people for us to do something to get out of that. And so, but I get pushback with people who are comfortable in the chaos. You know, they don't want to do anything else. You know what? And I'm glad I got all y'all on this panel, right? So earlier today in Platinum Chat, right, they was talking about women and sex, you know, yet again. But here's my issue with that. I was going to do another live stream on this too. When you are like, I don't like when people constantly refer to our instinctual behaviors as, well, you got to accept that. No, see, to me, instinctual behaviors, you're operating at your base core level. There's no elevation when it comes to that. You are by definition being very mediocre. So anything that you want, that's going to be like, you're going to get the same thing as everybody else. Nothing different, nothing to stand out. If you want anything bigger than that, you got to come out of your instincts sometimes. It's natural to go to the bathroom, but we don't just do it all outside. We go home to our bathroom and we close the door and we make sure we cleanse ourselves afterwards, right? We don't act like animals. If you stay acting like animals, you're going to get what animals got. So I try to get people to say, yeah, that's your instincts. It's okay for you to operate in that at some point. But for the most, if you want bigger and better things, if you want that peace and that tranquility that's at the end of self-actualization, you're going to have to step out of your instincts sometimes. You got to gain control over your instincts. When your instincts control you, you're at the base level. When you can control your instincts, you're operating at a higher level and more opportunities and things are going to be open to you. You now control your life.
Facts.
I just wanna. Well, go ahead. I don't want to interrupt nobody.
No, I wasn't saying nothing. I just was saying facts. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Topaz, I don't know about all that, but hey, I just dropped.
No, Triplets, you just sat up here and talk about how you need a beachfront property. No, that is not you being instinctual. That is you are doing exactly what I just talked about, Triple.
Exactly.
Wait a minute.
What?
Man. Put your bow and arrow away. All I was
No,
gonna
that wasn't a
say.
bow and arrow. Triple X, that was support. That was support and respect. If you didn't notice, what I'm saying is you're not operating your instincts. If you're talking about a beachfront property, you are elevating higher than that.
No, I'm not. And actually, I just dropped the 2 books in the side chat link.
I know,
right
I
in the
saw 'em.
private chat. Yeah, and hey, I'm an engineer. You know that. That's my schooling. That's my background. And I dabble in IT too, and computer science. And hey, that's just my frame of thinking, man. I'm always looking to expand, do better, and push myself to the limit. I want to be great. I want to be beyond great. So you don't do that by setting something and saying, "Oh, well, I guess I won," and that's that. You don't do that, especially at the age I'm at. That's crazy talk. So
yeah,
hey, man,
Triple
each
X.
his own. I challenge both of you guys to read both of those books and report back. That's my challenge to you.
Okay,
Yeah.
Triple X, and you know the
Yeah.
deal. Since you want to challenge me to this when I read them, you got to be the one to come up here and lead off. Second,
Hey, agreed. Same for
Okay.
you, D-Darrell. And same for you. And I want to
Okay,
hear y'all
and
talk
second-
that same. Keep that same energy after y'all read those. For real.
okay, Triple X, I'm not saying you shouldn't strive for perfection. What I'm saying is if you get to the point where you realize, oh, I landed amongst the stars, look down at all the people on earth and be like, yep, but I'm still bigger than y'all. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying
Hey,
you
wait a
can't.
minute. Hey, Elon said he wanted to get people on Mars. Come on, man. Come on. Really?
Okay, but
Really?
Triple X,
Hold
all that
on.
you saying right now is you not being instinctive. That is you elevating higher.
Hey, wait. And they tried to go at him. And and get this. When he said that, everybody tried to go at him too. Just like y'all going at me. You and D-Darrell going at me.
Nobody's going to ask you. That was support. Triple X.
Everything got to be
And he
conflicted
pulled,
in this
wait,
space,
let me
man.
say this. I'm going to let y'all jump in. He pulled out a chart of the last 10 years of his goals, and he accomplished every single one. He got the funding for Tesla cooking. He got SpaceX cooking. He accomplished every single goal he set out in the last 10 years. Go ahead.
Well, all I'm saying is
Go
that's
ahead.
not coming at you. That's me saying you're the example of what I'm talking about. If you get a beachfront property, that is you not just settling for your instincts like, hey, I was put here to have sex and make a bunch of babies. No, you was put here. You can have some kids, but if you have the kids in your area that you can take care of, you can get your beachfront property. So you ain't sitting around just thinking about your instincts only either, Triple X. That's not going at you. That's saying you're doing exactly what I'm trying to get people to do.
No, wait. First of all, it's lakefront property, not beach.
Okay, lakefront. Okay, but it's watery. All right, it's real watery. So you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, but I mean, hey, and these guys was engineers first and foremost. So like that frame of thinking, man. Like I'm concerned about that, man. I got concern.
But
go
you're
ahead.
striving. You're striving for something, Triple X. You're not just sitting around saying,
yeah, but the property is just a byproduct of the success. The success, the property isn't the ultimate goal. That just would be the byproduct of you being at that level and you having that level of success.
Well, when you at that level of success, you giving back. You helping other people. There's no way you can't. So you're exactly what I'm telling people. Be more like Triple X. Except for all this yelling at me and thinking somebody coming at him. Minus that. Be more like Triple X.
You're right. This your platform. I'm gonna be cool. This your platform.
Because I'm just saying, Triple X. I'm not coming at you. This is actually support. I'm saying you did a good thing.
No, I'm gonna be cool. I ain't gonna act like you did on platinum that day. You went crazy.
Whatever. I be being good. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. I be acting right. I don't know what you're talking
about. They trigger you, Topaz. That's why I only go in certain spaces in the manosphere. I dip in and dip out. I only go to certain spots.
Yeah, I mean, but here's the thing. Like, I'm not running from it. I mean, it is what it is. If I didn't want to say it, I wouldn't have got up there and said it. I deal with the
Right.
fallout because I don't talk just to hear myself talk. If I have something to say, it's because I think it's gonna be helpful to people, right? Or either it's gonna be entertaining or something.
Yeah,
So
my thing is that I've been in this space for like 7 years now, and I see some of the same people saying the same shit they said back in 15 and 16. So at some point, I can only hear so much rhetoric.
right.
Hey, this is my thing though. Too Short been rapping about hoes for years and years. He ain't never gonna change his style. So if you don't like Too Short, go to the next rapper. That's my solution. But another thing is, Ringo T. Raw, he's not Manosphere, by the way. Ringo dude.
Yeah, separate him out because he be acting up,
Exactly,
and I feel like that's a bad look.
When did Rango leave the Manosphere?
He never was Manosphere.
Yes, he was.
Matter of fact, he dissed it. He be dissing that dude, Kevin Samuels.
Because he was cool with Tito and all them back in the day. Wait,
hold on. That's another thing y'all be having wrong. First of all, the SYSBM dudes, they not Manosphere. SYSBM not Manosphere.
Since when?
No, I think.
Since when?
Since forever.
No, that's not true. That's not true.
As SKC, he'll tell you that they don't associate with Black Manosphere.
With SK. I know SKC. I've had this debate with him. He stay in Manosphere spaces.
You can say just like me. I'm associated with the Manosphere. Don't mean I'm Manosphere.
Ringo was in the Manosphere.
He's not.
I don't know about now, but I know back in. How long you been in the space, Brandon?
Okay. You said now. I guess maybe back in the days he probably was,
yeah,
but
that's
now
what I'm talking about. I'm talking about back in the day.
Well, now he's not. He's not now. He's not now. Right.
No.
Yeah, Rico. Go ahead, Real. Go ahead.
No, I just said he was in the Manosphere back in 15, 16.
Because I remember O'Shea and what's that dude name? Mad Bus Driver got into it. Mad Bus Driver, he do not associate with the Black Manosphere.
No, he don't.
Everybody should know that.
But other guys in SYSBM do.
I'm going by the creator. The creator of SYSBM don't fuck with the Black Manosphere. Bottom line.
But the SYSBM don't fuck with the creator. They dissed them too.
How do you not gonna fuck with the man that came up with it?
They did.
That don't make sense.
Look, brother, I beefed with SYSBM for damn near a year. They went out.
Oh yeah, I know you got some plane tickets. You got some plane tickets.
The brother went to what's that other black platform? The Black something, the Black Avenger. He left YouTube and went there and did
the website.
Yeah. They don't. If you look at the guys like SKC, MOT, and some of those other guys that's there, they don't fuck with they don't deal with Mass Bus Driver X.
No, SKC do and MOT do.
No, they
MOT
must
is
have
an
just started
advocate
because
for SYSBM.
They don't deal with Mad Bus Driver.
To be honest,
like
MOT don't. Right now, it ain't look like he fuck with the Manosphere no more.
Yeah,
I'm definitely ain't gonna talk about MOT up here. That's a whole nother story. You right?
Yeah, he gonna pop up like what y'all say.
He's just a little angry right now. He's not happy with the things that he sees, and he gets to speak about it. So it is what it is.
My point is this, though. My bad, D.
He should start with himself before we start looking.
He should be mad at
himself. In our community, man, we have to start looking at ourselves first before we start criticizing others, man. And we too quick to look at others.
Listen. YouTube gave everybody the choice to say whatever the hell they want to say. Now we ain't gotta like it. If you don't like it, like I said, change the channel, start your own channel, and talk about what you want to talk about.
Yeah, and with that, we need to start also looking at ourselves.
And to be honest, that's why
you're right.
That's why I started this channel, because I was getting kicked out for panels. So I was like, oh well, I'll start my own. And then that's what happened.
Sometimes you be trying to bully everybody on the panel sometimes too.
I do not, Brandon. I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Sometimes I be Topaz would tell you I be over there with the pink pill chicks sometimes going at it with them. I like what they say. Sometimes they say some crazy shit, but hey, it's their opinion. I respect it. Everybody has an opinion. So we ain't got to agree. We can all agree to disagree. Bottom line.
Well, and I agreed to disagree with the pink chicks until she started calling me names. Now we had a problem, because I didn't call her names, and I was willing to have the conversation.
They called you names?
Oh yeah, this chick,
Yeah,
Lolo
a man
Love.
me
Yes,
called her, a
and I'm
man me
saying
pick
it. What you
me.
gonna do? Right, in
Bless
case
her.
she looking. Anyway, the point is she was calling me all kind of bitches, and I'm like, we was supposed to just have a conversation. Why I gotta be this many bitches? Look at Brandon running.
Why my question is this, Topaz, what did you say that upset them enough, or why they feel they had to talk to you like that? Did you voice a disagreement about something, or
No,
what happened?
first of all, I didn't even know who she was. We was just on the panel together with Gino, and he was telling his story about the girl that did all of this horrible stuff. And I'm like, okay, so we as black women, do we want to claim a chick that's like robbing niggas out here? Like, do we like that? So I felt comfortable in saying we don't agree with that type of behavior. She went to her platform because she got mad because she kept trying to interrupt me to say we don't know the woman's side of the story. Okay, well, if that's not what happened, she can come on here and tell us. But anybody listening, if you are robbing a boyfriend, I'm not fucking with that. Right? Like I think I should be okay with saying that. I just don't agree with
But
that behavior.
was that a black man that was robbed?
Yeah.
Oh, that's why. That's how they feel.
Exactly. And I didn't know all of that. I had no idea that was like, I didn't even know who she was. I didn't know she was part of Pink Pill or whatever. So my issue with that was like, but okay, forget about what you think about black men. How about as black women, we don't want thieves, like, because that's going to eventually, if she could rob him, she could rob me, so like that.
But see, Topaz, you got to understand, in these spaces, you're dealing with extremism. And with extremism, you have inflexible mindsets. So when you
but that's not healthy.
Exactly. That's why do you think when I talk about things like this, I get the pushback that I do, because I try to bring balance and bring things from a logical standpoint. People want to be steadfast on what I did, what I experienced, and okay, that's fine. I do this for a living. This is nothing new for me. I deal with people with inflexible mindsets and so forth all the time. It's nothing new.
All right. Hey, let me jump in for a second. I just want to say this. Ringo Raw TV is Manosphere 1.0, as in like the beginning of the Manosphere. So like if you're interested, I don't know how long you guys have been around, but
I got here in 2019.
I think Ringo Raw came out in 2008, if I'm not mistaken. In these spaces, and if you go Wacky World of TV,
right?
If you go to his channel, he got a series of videos called The History of the Manosphere, and he'll tell you about all those old guys like Ringo, Junebug Obama, Sergeant Willie Pete.
Right.
Like the real old school guys of the sector. This was like way before like Angry Man and Obsidian and Kevin Sanders. This was like way before they came in. O'Shea, they wasn't even out. Solo TB84, they wasn't even out. I think the original Manosphere kind of ran up to about 2013, and then it was kind of slow until those new guys came in. A lot of old channels got deleted and stuff, he was saying. I don't want to go into a tangent about it, but yeah, check out his History of the Manosphere, and it will give you like a good breakdown.
Right?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. Well, with that being said,
Topaz, I was waiting for you.
Go ahead.
I was just saying, so let me ask y'all this. So what is y'all, I know D. Darrell already answered this question, and you guys already talked about the whole polygamy thing. Let me ask y'all, what do y'all think about black people and their need to convince you all of the time that you have to do what they're doing? Because that was my biggest issue with this. And and this ain't just from today. There are other, like, this is the thing I don't like about certain women, right? I don't want women to tell me that if you want to live your life, you want to get an OnlyFans, cool, do you. But you don't get to yell at me and say I'm stupid if I don't get one.
Right.
So why do black people need, whatever it is that they doing, it can't be just fun for them. It can't just be what they're choosing to do. They can't just hang out with the people that are cool with that. They got to seek out other people that ain't doing it and then convert them.
Right. So my perspective on that is that in our community, we have an issue with validating ourselves through other people. So if other people are doing what I'm doing, instead of being steadfast on yourself as an individual. If others are joining me, then that must validate that this is something that's correct or something beneficial, or it's the right thing to do. And for some reason, people, they have an issue with dealing with people who, in a sense, have that independent mindset of thinking and being in their own convictions. Therefore, you appear somewhat anti-establishment to them because you didn't necessarily, I guess, buy into the pressure or peer pressure of doing something that they like. So I think it's about validating yourself through others. That's my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
I have an opinion. I think ultimately, and it go back to what I mentioned earlier, without like really doing a deep dive into it, to make it simple, as long as the guys don't get what they want or pretty close to it, like you will have these spaces. So, and it will be as it will be. They've been given a voice to voice that, and whether it's realistic or not, it will be as it is. Now, I'm a big advocate of of self-improvement and telling guys they got to do better, work out, work on yourself, learn how to fight, take a martial art, get in the best shape you can, give yourself the best shot to achieve your desires and dreams, align yourself with as much upwardly mobile people as you can, expand your horizons. I'm a big advocate of that. And, I feel you need to do the work in addition to wanting what you want, not just want what you want. It ain't going to just get itself done. But if a person is willing to do that work, I don't think they should dim their light. Go ahead.
No, I mean, and here's the thing. I'm not asking people to dim their life, because here's my thing, right? I feel like if I'm going to do something for me, it's what I want it to do. And I don't care if other people ain't doing it. I can be the only one doing it if I chose to do it. Now, the issue that I come into it with is that people get like they'll come over and they want to say stuff like, well, that was stupid. And then if I say, oh, okay, that's not enough. They don't stop there. Now, let me just also let y'all know, it's not that I care, because, my response to that is usually even more not caring, and then it just snowballs from there. But I'm really looking at this like this is a problem in our community. I did a series about things that hinder us as a community, and I just feel like why is nobody okay with doing? Why is it not enough for you just to do it yourself? Why do somebody else outside of you have to say it? Because see, here's the thing: what I see people is when they're doing something, they're not just enjoying. Let's say the OnlyFans chick, right? She's not just enjoying and spending the money and having fun. She gotta then purport to the world how any woman who ain't doing that is stupid. You going to work for somebody when you work for and she worked for herself and all of this. And I get it. I know that there are people that come for them and that they have to defend themselves. But see, here's the thing. What if they just opted out and didn't defend themselves to those people, right? Do y'all think as the community we should step in and say to the people that's coming after them, like, look, you already said your piece, leave them alone. They're going to do what they want to do? Because that, to me, all of that back and forth is what's creating this tension while people are walking around frowning, while everybody taking everything to heart. I feel like that's the whole reason is people can't live and let live. And you're right, Brandon. I didn't cuss you out, though. See, you be exaggerating, playing the victim. I didn't cuss you out. I said that you was out your mind and that she didn't do enough. Like, so this is the thing. I feel like Kim Kardashian didn't do enough to be considered pro-black. Can we get some more stuff? Can we make her do some more stuff? Jeez.
You was going at Kim? You went at Kim?
No. I was going at the fact.
How could she ever be pro-black?
When she was taking them black women's credit for getting men out of prison.
That don't make you pro-black.
Exactly. I'm like, Brandon was like, yeah, she can come to the cookout and y'all man. And I'm like, no, she can't come to the cookout.
You, man, we love including everybody to everything, but nobody.
No, yeah, exactly. This is a VIP function where everybody can't go. Look, thank you, but go sound. So that was I didn't cuss him out. So, but anyway, so yeah, I'm just curious, like, how do y'all like that whole back and forth thing? That's what's causing the tension. And then it's easy to say, it's easier said than done for you to tell people, well, you could let the argument go after it's gone. That's, what the easier thing to do would be to not, contribute to the argument. So if I try to make that a movement, can you imagine? I'm gonna get the argument as pushback.
Right. So
yeah, that's true, Brandon. It does, and that's why a lot of people up here being fools, making a mockery out themselves for a couple of dollars. My Cash App ain't rang once, and I ain't messed up about it. I mean, I did the live stream because I thought it was funny.
So but my thing, Topaz, I think this is just a remnant of. I don't think we socialized and raised it to function like that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you got to understand, we're going to practice behaviors that we're taught. So if you're not taught a behavior, how can you just practice that?
That's true, which is why, this is why I feel like my voice is needed. Like, at least this will spark a little bit of hope. And then people can say, oh, yeah, that do sound peaceful. Let me try that, right? Because they may not have been taught it and they can't practice it, but the idea got to come from somewhere. And maybe we could be the generation to teach our kids not to keep doing all of this.
Right. I agree.
Triple X.
Oh, okay. Okay. I think I spoke on this earlier. Somebody's got to lose, and hey,
Really?
I hate to go back there. I hate to go back there, man. I always have a ball on your panels for some reason.
Man, exactly, because you come up here, just to be contrary. And so my thing is, somebody ain't got to lose if ain't nobody competing. Now, it's a time for competition and it's a time for unity, right? Everything ain't a competition.
It depends. Listen, I'm going to say this. It depends on, like, what those goals are, Most of the guys in this space aren't like all out like losers like that. They usually have something going on as far. Well,
I feel like they be exaggerating.
There's a lot of losers in this space.
Wait, hold on.
Well, Deidre, I feel like they be exaggerating. I don't think they really going through all that stuff in real life.
Hold on, man. I was gonna say, I mean, they have something going for them, a career. They have some money. I don't think the majority of these guys are sleeping in their mama basement, Deidre.
Are you serious? You really believe that? Shit, you crazy. You really believe that?
Hey, Deidre, can you write in the side chat here what channels you think are those guys? So in the private chat,
I'm not put it like this. I'm not dropping names. I'm not gonna drop names, but people that know me know who I'm talking about. So I'm just leave it at that.
Oh,
I don't know the people, but I know the names because you be lighting them up in your streams. So I was like, I be like, who are these people?
You can't go at these guys and not say who they are, man. It don't work like that.
I'll do that on my platform. I'm not doing it on somebody else's platform.
Can you write it in the private chat?
No, I'm not doing that.
I've been to your platform before. I don't see no names over there, man.
Every other day he got a thing dragging somebody.
Thank you, exactly.
Right, wait. Every other day.
Yeah, didn't you drag somebody yesterday? Either yesterday or today.
Is this
that was yesterday.
Channel? Okay.
No, okay. His old channel got taken, so he has.
If you watching my Life Solutions channel, you just basically seeing me as a therapist. Now, when you watch the Rebirth channel, that's a whole different character.
Yeah, I'm gonna check it out. Really acting up. I'm like, wait a minute, who are these people and why?
I'll be fair. I will go check that out. Fair game. Fair credit to you. I'll go check it out.
Man, he had like these memes with this one. Oh Lord!
They said who is a faggle? The faggles are actually SYSBM.
See, no, Deidre goes like, I couldn't do it.
That's the name I gave.
Stuff. Y'all like doing all that. I don't want to do all that.
Yeah, matter of fact, this may be the anniversary that I actually coined that term, faggle. Matter of fact, it was around this time last year.
Deidre, don't you got a new song out? Didn't you do a new intro song?
Oh yeah, I got plenty. I got a bunch of songs.
When the CD dropping, Deidre?
Does why SBM automatically mean a loser though?
Yeah, to me it do.
Oh, can I ask why?
No, I'm just playing, man. A lot of those
Oh,
guys
okay,
actually.
okay.
No, I'm just
No, I got
fucking
you. I
with you.
got you.
I'm just
No,
fucking with you.
I'm gonna
No,
check.
that don't
It
mean
out.
that they're a loser, man. A
No,
lot of
but
those
no,
guys.
he just be going back and forth. Like they'll be
I
on the
just be
panel
fucking with
somewhere,
him.
and then he'll do a dragon stream.
Okay, I'm gonna check it out. I haven't seen it. I remember like one of the old channels or whatever.
Yeah, the one that they
Jessica
shut down. The one that they took my channel down for hate speech.
Oh wow! Oh, I didn't know. Dang, that's crazy.
I'm not laughing that they took your channel, D-Durrell. I'm laughing at how you said it.
I know, yeah, exactly. I know. But yeah, Choke was. I had to actually I was forced to cool down my rhetoric because somebody contacted my board and so forth. You know, they got losers that do stuff like that. And so they gave
But
me
the
a
board
warning.
ain't care though. Like
Now they really didn't care, but I just felt like I'm not trying to antagonize. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They really did care, but they antagonized. I don't want to have where people that don't like me just contacting multiple. You know what I'm saying? After so many times.
Yeah, because
you're gonna have
they're
to
not gonna like
justify
all of them.
stuff. Yeah. So I have to tune down on certain things.
Oh, okay.
But see, here's the thing. I don't understand why we got to go to people's real life. Like, see, for me, I feel like that's way too extra. You know, you didn't get to go and try to get somebody expelled. Well, at least when I was growing up, if somebody roast you at lunch, like turn you into s'mores, you don't get to go and get them expelled. You know, like you might want to change classes or something, but you didn't like try to ruin their entire life. Now, nowadays, we got these kids that's out here like actually killing one another. That, yes, they need to go ahead and go to juvenile for that. But like just because somebody say something you don't like, that's enough for you to try to contact their real life. That's crazy. That's too far.
There are people like that. And
Yeah, I think that's too far.
Matter of fact, that one guy in the sector that I'm in, the pro-black Umar sector. This guy, I'm sorry, but I had to call him off because this made no sense. This man is his mom is mixed, Vietnamese and black. His dad is black, right? They both. You look at both the parents. The mom, you could tell she got, just look at her facial features and so forth. This brother is a product of a woman that's biracial, African and Vietnamese. His dad is full black. You see him, and I'm a dark-skinned man. He a tad bit lighter than me. And he claiming because I called him, I said something negative about the Asian community, about the poorly run businesses that they have. I'm spewing Asian hate. And I'm discriminating against him.
Wow.
Oh, no. So they got a bill already. You specifically can't say anything about Asian people, but for us, it's like, all right, chill out. I mean, everybody matters. It's not just y'all.
Exactly.
Wow.
So he got. I'm saying, wait a minute, brother. You 70%. You damn near 70+%, and nobody looks at you and sees an Asian person. And you up there caping for people, and you ain't got. And if somebody did something to you, there's no bill to protect you as a black man, but you're going out of your way to try to protect another group of people that don't even consider you Asian. They don't even make sense.
Yeah, because they not see, and that's another thing. Everybody can't just show up at the Asian cookout or either whatever they have, in terms of cookout. You can't just pop up over there.
Yeah, you can't go to the
it's
crawfish
open door policy.
They have crawfish balls. You can't go to the crawfish ball for the Asian.
Really? Asians eat crawfish?
They love crawfish. What do you think? The majority of crawfish, matter of fact, growing up in Louisiana, I remember for several years when I was in college, the bulk crawfish, we thought the crawfish, I remember they had to change the law. This was back in the late 90s. The majority of crawfish sold in Louisiana came from China. Yes.
Why? When we right by the Gulf?
Exactly. But that's NAFTA. That's a whole nother show about the NAFTA.
Yeah, because I can tell you now. See, as much as people be talking about Texas, that would have never happened in Texas.
Yep, but that happened in Louisiana. The majority of the crawfish, the bulk of the crawfish came from China. They didn't even come from from Louisiana. Period. And
First of all, crawfish are gross.
Yeah, because they felt that they could get it cheaper from the Chinese, so they would rather import Chinese crawfish instead of getting them from Louisiana businesses that sold them.
But nobody don't see nothing wrong with that. Why is China
That's
able to
horrible.
ship over crawfish for cheaper than the people that do it near you? Why? How is that possible? That's
It's
not
called
really crawfish.
It's called capitalism.
Yeah, or either it's called not crawfish for real. I ain't no telling what. Nah, I ain't buying it. I'm good. See, sometimes when something's too good to be true, it probably is. Now, wait a minute, Brandon. Who was on the Breakfast Club?
Oh, you're talking about Umar Johnson?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Was he doing something right this time?
Yeah,
or
he did
was
something right, but I
Okay.
wanted to bring up. He's supposed to be going to Southern, my alma mater. I think he's still scheduled to do that either this month or next month, the end of this month. I may go out there to go see him, and I've seen him. I've actually met him twice, but he was on the Breakfast Club just talking about the school itself and the whole issue of educating your children at home as opposed to in schools during COVID, and the fact that there are a lot of Black parents. There's a huge influx of Black parents that are choosing not to send their kids back to the public school, because we got to understand, since COVID has occurred, there has been a huge reduction in Black males being expelled. Their grades are better, and they're not going to juvenile detention and things like that. That's something that, the quote unquote media and so forth, they don't want to tell you those type of statistics, but they're quick to tell you that you're 5-10 times more likely to be expelled and all these type of things. But the fact of the matter is that Black boys are doing better being educated at home than being at school, and they're not getting in as much trouble, and they're not being expelled.
See, now that is something that needs to be big up, I think. Like, why are we not talking about that?
We're not. And see, my thing, and that was a problem that I had in the manosphere, is that we keep talking about the end result of Black men, but we're not talking enough about Black boys who are, to be honest with you, the reason why we have so many females excelling is because they're weeding the kids out while they're in elementary, middle school, and high school. We have a less than 50% of Black males graduating out of high school. That's horrible. So how are we expecting these young boys that don't have a GED or a high school diploma to be effective young men that are able to even take care of themselves or take care of a family? Better yet, trying to be married and worrying about femininity and submission. Really?
Well, and here's the thing, and I think that, like, I didn't, another time that I got into it with prominent men in the space was when they was like, F these kids. And I feel like, wasn't there somebody, whoever did a live stream talking about how Black boys are not number one in their homes like other races, and that
that was
something about like the Black fathers are putting the wife first, then the daughter, then themselves, and then them sons, and all of that. So my thing is, but when you up here talking about F these kids, my thing was you could be a mentor. And they was like, why should I clean up behind a single mom? And I was like, I didn't tell you to do anything for her. You ain't got to talk to her. If she, like, if you see the kids at school, just go be a Black male mentor. Go be somebody that they can see, because this does affect you. Who do you think is getting ready to write laws and take care of everything when we all, getting ready to go into the nursing home? Who do y'all think is going to be in charge? And if you said F them, who do you think is getting ready to take care of you or not?
Correct.
So I'm not saying y'all have to do anything for the woman. You ain't even got to look at her. But the kids didn't do it. And they are the future. But hey, man, listen, they roasted me, ignored me, called me all kinds of names. I ain't care. The point is, I still feel the same way.
You made sense.
Why y'all always got to go at this space like that?
Man, because you know what? Triple X, I'm finna put it in the back chat. That's the person that was like, I don't care what y'all talk. I don't care. Ignore her, block her. And I was, my whole channel was blocked.
He should be the last one to be saying something.
He put you off the last one.
Yeah, because I didn't know. Look, when I first got here in 2019, I just would click on a live stream and then somebody will suggest it or something will come up in my feed and I'll see it. And so I would just type in the chat. I didn't know that the mods rolled like that when I first got here. I thought I could just put my comment and they was like, nope, timeout, blocked, hidden from the chat. I was like, God, really?
I got some comments I want to say. That is what you just wrote there. That is a really, really hardcore channel.
Yeah,
Like,
I didn't know.
Yeah, that like for real. That is really, really hardcore, especially when it comes. That's not a woman. That's not a woman-friendly space.
Yeah, I know now. I ain't been back. I'll just watch from the clouds.
Yeah.
But I ain't been back. I ain't typing nothing else in there.
Yeah, that's not a woman-friendly space at all. And I actually, I don't have any problems with that brother. He do say some things I agree with, and I disagree with him on a lot of things too. Actually, of all the Manosphere people, I don't think I've ever been on his channel, though, to be honest. I have watched his live streams. I just don't think I've ever been a panelist.
Well,
I'm not sure
some of the information I feel like is helpful to men, right? But I did not know. And
all I listen to him for is when he talk about real estate and business. If he ain't talking about real estate and business, I ain't got nothing he says has any value to me. I'm just being honest with you.
I had watched those other streams until it got to that one. I watched the other streams about the real estate and all of that, and I was like, okay, this is good for men. And then when it got to that subject, I was like, wait, what? No, this is crazy. So I typed in the chat, man, they hit my ass. It was they wasted no time.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, I believe you too. Over there.
So I mean, I don't know. I still feel the same way I do. I just feel it not in that chat. You know, like you got to just okay. If I know that now, I don't go back over there.
Right, right. I feel you.
Yeah, so, I it is what it is.
Certain spaces. I'm limited to probably maybe 4 or 5 people that I basically see. That's it, and that's a huge reduction from where I used to.
Yeah. I remember seeing you more when I first got here, and then all of a sudden you were gone. So I was like, oh, but I didn't know that you were talking about mental health. I saw you like on O'Shea's.
Oh yeah, I was talking about mental health a lot. It's just that they didn't want to listen to it. So I was
it always turned into something else.
Yeah, I had to remix it to something else and say other shit to get people to pay attention. Like matter of fact, I did one on my Life Solutions channel, which doesn't get a lot of views. The only video that I had that cracked over 100 was a video that I talked about when I broke down the dynamic between the toxic relationship between black men and their black mothers. That was the only one that cracked 100. Everything else, if I talk about major depressive disorder, 15 people. If I talk about, you know what? A lot of people for some reason on YouTube like to know about narcissism. Talk about narcissism personality.
That's a thing now. Everybody's asking about that. There's a lot of books being written about it, and everybody's jumping on the bandwagon. But I'm like,
it's a lot of trash information.
Yeah,
because a lot of people, these people use that term a lot. But if I talk about stuff like that, hardly nobody listens. But if I said I had my best video, toxic relationship between black men and black boys and their mom. That was the only one that cracked 100. Everything else 15, 50, 20, 35, 40. you know
what else I was doing like series like showcasing successful black people. Nobody came up. Like it was only a few people that would come over to support the people that they in this space that were doing. Like I was asking people about their careers, and so I was like, okay, come on and talk to us about like if anybody's listening, like young adults, if they ever find this channel and they want to know how to go into this field. Yeah, nobody didn't care. But if I, act like I'm getting ready to drag somebody, I'm gonna start doing clickbait. I'm not above it.
Raggedy and phony. You have 200 people watching.
I'm tired of being above it. I'm gonna get some more views. I'm gonna do clickbait and get some views. I'm gonna just start throwing people's names in the title.
A little bit of both. I've learned to balance it.
Topaz, what the majority of the guys generally tend to like is talking about women. If you really need confirmation of that, and I know you don't, but just look at the great alpha male strategies, man. He came in here back in 2018, and that was his focus. And he was in the manosphere first before he blew And
Right.
man, I've never seen somebody get so many subscribers that quick.
That
And
fast. Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
He blew up in like 3 months. But you see,
in the early days, yeah, exactly. In the early days of Alpha Male Strategies, it was mostly all brothers too.
Right.
On the page.
But you know what,
what
y'all
blew him
boy.
up? When he debated against Steve the Dean on O'Shea channel. That was
Yep.
classic.
Yeah, that was a classic. That was a classic.
But even y'all best friend from the Manosphere sweetheart right now, when he was talking to men about how to just get yourself together and put yourself in the right predicaments, 500 subs. He started going in on black women, 30 million subs.
Right.
Oh, wait a minute, Topaz, we really doing that?
What? No, I'm not saying it like, listen, this is the thing. How come men wasn't listening to him at first?
Well, wait a
Well,
minute.
I would say it, but I don't want to say it.
Right, that's what I'm saying. We're going to do that up here, Topaz.
What? See,
You really
okay, so now wait a minute. Wait, no, because if y'all talking about what I think y'all talking about, most people in that field do that. Most people are that way, and they don't like they can give you good advice on that. You ain't got to be like cool with them. Y'all ain't got to go hang out and have a beer or nothing.
This is the manosphere. Topaz. They don't think like that.
So y'all was like, nope, you can't come to the clubhouse.
Yep. That's why I'm tripping on some certain people right now, man. There are people that I know that did not like him for particular reasons that's jumping all over the shit. I'm telling you, a year ago, but this was around the time he started really he started popping off in May. So it was almost close to this time where his channel started hitting. But if you would have said, like, say, January 2020, it was certain people I know did not watch his show, wasn't really feeling him. Then all of a sudden that came out, they got reaction video after reaction video.
I agree with that 100%, G Darrell. You on the money.
See, and that's crazy. Like that, I don't know. See, we fuel our own effort.
Right.
Like that we'll watch. That we'll react to.
Right.
No. Why you know what the best thing is for bad behavior? To ignore it.
So do you disagree with that content creator, or what are you saying?
I mean, I don't disagree with him because he's talking about the people for whom he is scouting. I would never date those people. So for me, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
I'm gonna say this, man. I'm actually happy that he has curtailed some of his talking points in certain respect. I do like the fact that he do reinforce that some of these people need therapists, because they do. And I think that in our community, that needs to be more talk about that. But also I like the fact that I think this is something not just for black women, but in the black community as a whole. I think that we culturally, because of slavery and so forth, we've been accustomed to eating certain things that doesn't necessarily go well with having health. I mean, we still eat a slave diet, and we need to get. And I think if we're going to become healthy and live longer, we have to get away from eating certain things or eating the certain type of stuff, and then accepting that our women, be a certain size. That's not healthy. I'm not saying you have to be a size 6 or size 8, but for us to think that it's okay for a woman to be like 5'1", 215 pounds, I'm sorry. That is unhealthy. And I think in our community, when you look at diabetes, strokes, and stuff like that, and I know that people don't like the delivery that he displays, but it is truthful. And notice, and I was thinking about doing a Kevin, like if I decide to ever do a reaction video on him, which I've never done yet. If I will do one, I will focus on the fact of how dismissive some of the women were when he was giving them facts as far as in regards to their health, not just from a physicality standpoint, but just from a health standpoint. I mean, you can't be dismissive, and you're 5'5", 250, and think that men are supposed to be just slobbering over you. This is not going to happen. Now, are there men that like big women? Yes, they are men that like big women. But the majority of men, the overwhelming majority of men, even if they like big women, they're probably going to cheat on you with a thinner woman. And that's just the truth.
Well, and how about like the fact that okay, you can't just be like, oh, you're fat and you're trash. Like I would not be okay with that as the delivery because
Right.
that like makes the person feel like it actually reinforces the problem, makes them feel like there's no use. So what I'm saying is, I like the fact that when the women that call in that show are being told that they're overweight, he doesn't say you gonna, like, well, he'll say you gonna die alone after they keep running their mouth. But initially, he's not saying he's not saying you're gonna die alone. What he's saying at first is, well, nope, you can't come over here. And if you don't like that, then you can go lose the weight and then reapply. Okay. Now, I personally feel like they need to lose the weight anyway.
Right.
But like then when they keep yelling and they want to go back and forth, then that's when you say, "Oh, you're gonna die alone." So at that point, it's not even about the weight anymore. At that point, it's about the fact that you're not listening to something that could be good for you.
Exactly.
We can't cut off our nose to spite our face.
Every woman can't be you or Sade. It don't work like that.
I am gonna find Sade. I'm gonna hold auditions. And I'm gonna find a show they look like. P.S. Speaking of auditions, I ain't forgot about my bachelor auction. Now I'm gonna do this in June for the June solstice. I'm selling niggas, just so y'all know.
hey, I'm gonna have to break out the cheetah mink coat.
Yes, do it, let's.
Yeah, break out the cheetah fur.
Yeah, see, because they need to know, Lex, because they need to know. They got to see it, all right? And it's going to be a couple different sections, all right? It's going to be a interview section where y'all got to answer a question. It's going to be the gray sweatpants section. It's going to be the formal wear section. And then it's going to be everyday lounge wear.
Right. Oh, wow.
So I feel like, and the money is going to a good cause.
That
so,
cool.
if y'all know somebody that want to sign up. Huh?
That sounds like something you need to see.
Yeah, I think it'd be fun. Like, and then the money from the cash apps, first of all, is bragging rights, right? You get to tell people, man, I definitely will give women to pay for me and purchase me. Like, men like being a piece of meat, and I'm going to help you get objectified to your heart's content for 2021. All right? I'm going to help y'all live that dream out. If you ever want to know how much you could go for on the market, we're going to figure it out. You ain't got to wonder no more. Just sign up and email me. Matter of fact, I'm going to put the email. If y'all know somebody, if somebody watched the replay, y'all know somebody that want to sign up for it, email me.
That's gonna be something to see.
Right? I think it'd be hilarious. Oh, and a talent section. Right? Now everybody ain't got to sing. Some people could dance, some people could read poetry. It just, what is your talent? What's the thing you do better? Somebody could play piano. It's gonna be amazing. I'm not degrading y'all, right? I'm uplifting men. This is y'all like to be judged as a piece of meat, and I'm gonna just help y'all fulfill that. Listen, I'm fulfilling dreams over here, Brandon. You need to stop acting like
that. That's gonna be a sight. But I want to ask you, Topaz, did you see the one where Kevin was talking to the therapist? They had a black female therapist up there.
Oh Lord, I seen that. It was cringeworthy. Come on, man.
Yeah, I was a little embarrassed, to be honest with you.
No, she don't represent every therapist, because I was just like, why? If you're a real therapist, why are these your answers? Like,
yes,
really?
She was, but you also got to understand, just because you may be a good therapist, don't mean you're good at relationships.
No, but as a therapist, you should know that those are not the right answers. Like, you can't go around living your life that way, right, and then go in the session and tell people to do other stuff. Like,
right?
I'm trying to think. I think my mind blocked her out because I was like, I had to finish watching the rest of it, and I'm trying to remember the part when he was asking her about the baby daddy. She had like 3 kids, and she said the guy was crazy. Like, really? That's your answer? So as a therapist, you ain't done no introspection. You don't know the answer to why you got 3 kids with a dude that's crazy.
Right. I'm gonna be honest. I was a bit disappointed at her, but I don't know. She may have had a bad day. She probably saw 8 clients that day, was tired, just wanted to talk. She could have, just a person that makes bad decisions in relationships. I don't know. I'm trying to find an excuse.
But if she saw 8 clients that Deidre, stop taking up for her. All right. I know that's the
but I'm just
therapist in you.
saying.
I know it is. But I'm saying if she saw 8 clients that day, then she should have known not to call in on that show. We make
Right.
pretty decent money. We ain't rich. We make decent money. You didn't have to call in to go viral. She don't think none of her coworkers gonna see this.
Yeah, man, that was horrible. That was. I thought about doing a reaction on that video because she was a therapist.
I thought about it. If I had to do one, it would be that one. It would be like, listen, ladies, sit down, please. The statements of this young lady do not reflect those of the rest of the Black woman community. Now, Bitcoin, I ain't taking no L for her. She gonna take the L by herself. Look,
yeah, she taking
I'm
that
not
L
helping her with her
herself,
cross. That's hers to bear.
Yeah, she taking that L, man. I ain't gonna lie, but I did kind of feel it when I first saw it. I did kind of feel that way, but I was like, nah, hell nah. She gonna take that herself.
Yeah. No, you know what I saw it? I was like, see, everybody see this right here. This is why everybody act like that about therapists. This is what they're talking about. And I'm just like, okay, that would be a good answer for somebody that was like maybe 19. Even if you ain't a therapist, by the time you get 30, you need to know a better answer to that.
Right.
And I mean a real, true,
know,
accurate answer, not just to sound good. Like, and you need to have done something to show that you understand that lesson. Because she sounds like she getting ready to go and hook up with a dude that ain't going to care about her yet again. She sounds like she getting ready to go do it again.
But you know what? I'm kind of thinking about, I'm trying to think of, it made me think about female therapists that I know. Mm-hmm. And I had a therapist in Dallas that worked for me that had a similar situation. But she made bad decisions, but she would have said more competent things in which, because I had a female therapist back. She worked for me in Dallas back in my clinic I had in Dallas back in, I think, from 17 to 19. Mm-hmm. And she had 4 children for 4 different men. And that's then towards the end, she got pregnant and she had a 5th child. Because I remember she took 3 months off. And she was a good therapist. And she had 5 children for 5 different men.
I'm thinking back.
And to be honest with you, and the thing about it is, she did her work. She was competent. Her clients loved her and stuff. But I think she had the perspective of she just don't want to be married. But I'm like, that's fine, but you shouldn't be having all these children for all these different men. And she made good money. Like, she worked for she worked for me in another agency, and she made good money. And I guess, I mean, even the money she was making, I mean, you still got 4 or 5 children. That's still a lot.
Yeah, because that's the part I was thinking. But like, you know, how about the fact that there's 5 children in your charge right now? That's a lot. So she got 2 jobs. So and 5 kids. Is she doing, like, I don't know how her parenting skills might be. But
she did not want to get married. Like, she'll talk about, I love my freedom. You know, I just like, you know, I ain't saying, you know, she always says she can, you know, she would talk about, you know, that she would never get married. I would overhear when I go there.
Freedom? What freedom with 5 kids?
Yeah, she said she never want to get married. She said she would rather just have a life partner or some shit like that. She coined that term. I mean, she was on point.
Okay, so here's the thing. I don't have a problem with life partners or either non-state sanctioned marriages and all that. If it worked for you and you stay together, that's cool. But my thing is, these are 5 different people, so she's not partnering with them. And then, and let me just tell you, with my 2 kids, right, to coordinate all of that for visitation and making sure the kid, it's a lot.
Right.
So I don't know how she can use the word freedom.
Yeah, she said freedom. I want my freedom. I don't want a man telling me where I can't go, when I can go.
But you having kids gonna tell you some places you can't. All right, you know what? No.
I know, but I'm just telling you what they. I mean, I've had single mothers, a lot of women that would have kids like that. I like, say, for those that did not. I know for, like, most of the women that I know that I've counseled that did not want to get married. The reason why they did not want to get married was not because not having a good man. They basically were saying that they wanted to have freedom. They want the freedom to do what they want to do, when they want to do it, how they want to do it, and they don't want somebody else trying to control them or they perceived it as being controlled. You know, so
Okay,
that was the biggest issue. It wasn't about infidelity. It wasn't about any other thing. It was about the fact that I want to come and go as I want.
but no, see, Darrell, you remember our parenting stream. When you got 5 kids, you're not coming and going as you please, and you in these kids' lives and guiding them and doing what you're supposed to do with them. And then, second of all, you still got to deal with the father unless you're gonna cut him out the kid life completely, or you got a deadbeat on purpose so that he wouldn't come
Right.
around.
Right. Exactly.
So
It's
that's
not a
what
good
she's saying ain't
lifestyle.
solving none of these problems.
It's not. But it makes them feel like they're in control. It gives them a false sense of control and power.
Oh Lord, I can't.
I'm just telling you because that's the only thing I can see.
No,
Because,
I know it happens. I know it happens.
I mean,
I'm
because
just
my
saying.
thing is that, you know, you have that many kids. The kids are basically going to take up your time, your energy. I'm trying
Either
to
that
figure
or
out
you
when you
making
got
them
time to
raise each
date. If
other.
you got 3 children, 3 young kids, you don't have time to date.
Exactly. How you finding these other baby daddies? And see, this is the thing. That means she making them kids take care of each other. And that I think is just not okay.
Right.
But
I
I'm
just think that I
go
gotta.
ahead.
I mean, my thing is this, man. Like, I know. Have you ever watched Minister Jap?
No, not anymore. When I
Okay.
first got I got blocked from his ass too.
Okay. Well, Minister Jap, that's one of my. I watch him from time to time, but he used to talk about. He actually did a recent thing. He did this multiple times where he'll say the 20 types of birth control for black women that they refuse to use, or he'll say stuff like this. And his whole premise was, how is it that black women are getting pregnant so much and we have all the access to all these different techniques and they refuse to use any of this to not get pregnant?
I don't know. I guess because they're not
I mean, you're a
using.
woman. I can't speak for black women.
I mean, I don't know the answer to that. I don't just look. I'm gonna tell you, if I didn't want to be pregnant, I wasn't gonna be pregnant. Like, Now here's the thing, though. I don't take birth control because of my family got a history of blood clots. But what that also means is I'm sitting my ass down at the house with my legs closed too. I'm not out there just taking chances and stuff. Like I sit
Right.
down somewhere.
So you're choosing abstinence.
Right, the 100% way to make sure.
Right.
Everything else is a possibility. So Third Ward asks this question. What's the point of women wanting a husband if anything he requests or tells her to do is considered to be controlling or toxic? And my answer to that was, well, that's delusion of them. Because listen, if you can't want a husband and then everything he say is bad or toxic. You don't want a husband. You want, like
An adult
a
male.
BOB or something.
Right.
That's not a man. You're gonna have to, accept that. You have to get over that. Now, there are some controlling and toxic men, but then you don't want him as a husband.
Right. I think that with any man that you got of any substance and worth, he's going to bring standards and rules to the game. No real man's going to let you just operate rampant without any type of limits to things and rules and structure. That's just not going to happen. So if you don't want that, then maybe marriage is not for you. And so then that also is going to speak to the fact of if you're in toxic relationships that you're not happy about, then you become part of the problem, because you can't say you don't want a man that won't give you structure, but then you date all these other men and complain about how they treat you.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a double-edged sword to that. So you have to make up your mind.
Right. Now, listen, I can't be answering all of these questions for other women because I don't be knowing how they come to that conclusion. I'm already out here getting cussed out by women. I can't be answering on their behalf because I don't know the answer.
Okay, well, I'm going to say this. Being that you are a woman and you do interact with women, you talk to women, I'm not saying you have to speak from them from the perspective of based on what you think, but also necessarily answer that question from what you hear.
From what I hear them say? Well, it don't be making no damn sense. Like, when they say that
that's
shit.
what I'm saying. Just what they say and what they think. Because women are going to speak, for the most part, they'll speak to other women more in detail than they would men about those type of issues.
Well, because and this is what I hear them say is that the perfect man will be one that lets them do whatever they want and just bankrolls it all. But here's the problem with that. This is where we get into an argument is because, okay, but if he's how is he going to let you do whatever? Because at some point you do what you want to do is going to get in the way of him getting all of this money to bankroll it or his willingness to give it to you. So that don't line up. That does not follow. Okay.
But there's no such thing as a perfect man, number one. Number two, why would anybody bankrupt stupidity?
Yeah.
Bankroll,
exactly.
that don't even make, that's like illogical. But you know what? That sounds like a sugar baby.
Well,
only a sugar baby would.
It don't even sound like it. No, because see, a sugar baby, the sugar daddy, he has stipulations to get his sugar. It ain't just like women think that relationship is where they just come in and say, "Oh, I'm cute, I'm young, I'm gonna sleep with you," and that's it. No, he don't want you going on dates with other men. You might have a boyfriend or whatever, but like he got stipulations, requirements, or either you got to look a certain way, or either you got to accept the fact that one day it's gonna all dry. Like it's stipulations to that.
Man, I got a bunch of I have so many sugar daddy stories that I have witnessed.
See,
I had the serial black woman that loves to date married men.
see,
I have those, man. Like, but you know what? You know we don't hear enough in the space.
What?
We don't talk about enough about when we talk about relationships. We don't talk about how some of the same like it's kind of related, not necessarily to Derrick Jackson, but it kind of speaks to that in a sense. There are a lot of women who claim they want a guy that believes in fidelity, but at the same time you're cheating with married men. Like you're having relationships with men that are not practicing that.
Yeah, like okay, or either they use that to justify. Well, men ain't faithful, no way. No.
Like that, I don't think that's talked enough about because my thing is that there's a large percentage, and I hate to say this, but there's a healthy percentage of black women that don't mind dating and being with married men.
See,
now I'm just let's be real about it. See, there are a lot of women that if this man, particularly if he's supporting them financially, they do not mind dating that man and having children for him.
See, and then now everybody's supposed to feel bad for them because of what they going through. No. And then look at Free Bands talking about Blueface, whatever this rapper is, women sleeping in bunk beds. See, that's crazy. I am not doing none of that. But wait, Third got another comment. So like I'm getting ready to wrap this up because I'm gonna still try to go to work tomorrow. I don't know. I haven't decided. Women say want a man to take control of a situation, but then turn around and say a man wanting control is toxic. See, but Third Ward, these are not women. These are little girls who are selfish, like Asada said. So, like, the man is supposed to be relaxing for him to take over and take control. It's one less thing you got to do, So I don't understand how that's controlling and toxic unless the guy is, in fact, like insane or something. Like if he is overly controlling or he's abusive, that's way different. That's not a man taking control of a situation. So a lot of women describe men who are just being manly in the household as abusive. And the reason is because they haven't been taught that certain things are male responsibilities and certain things are your responsibilities. So they think that a man trying to come in and assume the male role is stepping on their toes when it's actually not.
Right? That's true. That is so true.
So, I mean, I don't know. It's just basically things. This is why, in case y'all want to know, like all of these thought processes that I'm having, this comes from my belief in monogamy. Okay. So, I'm going to go ahead and shut this down. But that's where that comes from. okay, this is what I believe a monogamous relationship would be like. And so I'm going to only deal with, in terms of romantic situations, the men who also agree. Men who don't agree don't get to attack me and get mad at me for not wanting to come over to their side. To me, I'm just saying, like, is it because he feels like he would like me or something? Other than that, I don't see what the big deal was.
Right.
I really don't.
Well, my thing is that monogamy is means a lot to means different for. I mean, people have in somewhat deviated the meaning of monogamy and so forth. I mean, it don't mean what the fundamental definition. You know, it's now people are kind of like, well, you know, we have an agreement, we have an open relationship, we have, you know, it's defined in so many terms, you know. So
right. And
I
me
mean,
saying that I don't want to do polygamy doesn't mean that I'm gonna go do monogamy with an open relationship. No. See,
man,
I was taught that it's like 3 strands on the rope. The Most High, you, and the man. That's what I was taught. That's how I've lived my life. And
man,
that is also the same thinking and thoughts responsible for me doing certain things over certain other things. If I was going to be just cool with, like being sister wives or whatever,
right.
other parts of my personality wouldn't think the same way. So you can't have it both ways.
I don't know anybody that personally practices polygamy. I don't know anybody like personally. And the people that I've known that have I didn't necessarily know them, but everybody I know of that has done it, the wives leave. The only one that usually stays is the first wife. I don't know anybody that maintained it to death does us part. I don't know anybody that maintained it, you know, in our community. Now, the best I've ever seen it is in the Mormon community.
Yeah.
I've seen them practice it better, but say when you're talking about Hebrew Israelites and Muslims that practice this and so forth, I have not seen one Hebrew Israelite lock it down for life. I have not seen a Muslim that practices polygamy lock it. Or matter of fact, I know. Well, I don't know any Africans here, but I've heard of people that I've known maybe on the continent that are doing it, but it's very few and far between. I mean, the bottom line is that polygamy is a very difficult practice.
Right.
I mean,
It's responsibilities. It's a lot to maintain. It ain't just all fun and games.
Yeah. You know, I mean, I know from the optics, I got all these women and I can sleep and pick with who I want every day. I mean, yeah, that's enticing to any man. You know, but that's just the responsibility doubles every time you marry another wife.
Well, and how about this, right? They may not lock it down for life, but celebrities and professional athletes, they at least get to play at it for a couple of years. You know, they get all of these women that are at their beck and call, and they're taking care of them. They're paying all the bills. And you know what you're doing is you're insulating her from any influence that will tell her that she needs to, try to get over on you, or either that she needs to be doing something different. But those women, if they're your third wife, what's going to make them not leave you being your third wife to go be somebody else's first?
Right.
So why would the woman stay in that situation? That was another comment that was in the chat. You just want all of his resources to yourself. Well, see,
you're
that's
supposed to be.
for rich men.
If you're the wife, you're supposed to have his resources. And
well,
he has
yeah,
his.
and how about this? How about it's not like I'm also contributing? I'm
Right.
not looking for a man that's just gonna have to do all of it. I want to help. So therefore, if he has resources, yeah, it's gonna be all for both of us. And while he's getting it and bringing it home, I still have stuff to do to make sure that it's still maintained or even multiplied. It's not just me sitting around chilling. So like all of that was in the chat, it was just ridiculous. It was nowhere near what I was describing or talking about. But
right. Hey. In this space, you got a lot of people who, somebody took their money, they put them on child support. She supposedly took $100 million from me in a settlement, but you on YouTube, these outlandish things that have happened. You know, I mean, I've seen some nasty stuff, and I mean, I've seen it, but everybody has this story to tell. But I mean, I'm just saying, like, look at Brother Polite. Polite tried to hold down Polite down to. I remember one time Polite had like 4 wives. Now Polite down to 2 women. I think 1 or 2 women right now.
Because it's a lot. It's a lot to expect people to go against. You see messages every day that tell you that you're supposed to be monogamous. And yeah, you know what? They can be like, oh, well, you were programmed. The world and the media tricked you. Listen, if you see something every day, how long are you supposed to stay strong to believe the opposite? And where would that opposite thought come from? I don't understand why they find it so outlandish that I'm a proponent of monogamy if that's what I literally saw my entire life. Like, why is that so outlandish to believe?
Again,
and you're going to have to say something bigger than, oh, they tricked you to get me to do something different. Because even if they did, well, where did I learn what polygamy was supposed to be?
Nobody practicing it.
Exactly.
I mean, this is a YouTube topic because the Black community does not practice state-sanctioned polygamy or a structured form of polygamy. Now, you may have people that, like I know back in the day, they had these, the women in previous generations would know that their husband had another family, wouldn't say nothing about it. That was a form of polygamy. But, but as far as everybody living under one situation, under one accord, no. And I'm just sorry, Black women ain't wired. The Black women in America ain't wired for that shit.
How about the fact that it's still currently illegal? They can talk to me and try to convince me of polygamy when y'all go fight the laws and make sure it's legal. Then we can talk about it. I still ain't gonna do it, but at least I'll listen to what you're saying.
They're doing that.
Oh, of course not, because it's better to just come on here and yell at me instead of actually go challenging the law so that what you could do could be legal. Because the way it stands here, you're going to have to do a whole bunch of extra paperwork, for somebody that claims they want to do something different than what's in the system. You still relying on the system.
All right, Lady Topaz. All right.
Look, Triple X is like, all right, enough.
I was wondering when he was gonna come in.
No, y'all was having a nice back and forth, man. I didn't want to hog up the panel, so I was just letting y'all rock.
Well, you can get in there, Lex. I appreciate you coming up on the panel. You always got something interesting to add.
Right.
Well, thank you. Oh, and yeah, Topaz. I'll put it in the side chat. I don't want to be too big of a distraction. But yeah, no. You guys this is good dialogue back and forth. Yeah, it's chronic whiners in this space. I'm not gonna deny that. That goes without saying. Like, for me to say it's not, I would be trolling. So yeah, and I don't do that. But a lot of the guys, it's just a lot of frustration, and like I say, for those guys that's frustrated, for them not to get what they want or set out what they wanted, they feel like they're losing. Now, whether they are or not, hey, that's up to them to decide, But hey, that's just how they feel. That's why they're here.
Yep.
Okay, so look, aside of shedding some clarity, at least it's somebody that would actually know. She says here in the States, they have a legal wife and the others marry in a religious ceremony. And so now, how do they, like, let's say the guy, at some point, passes away. How do they make sure that the other wives are taken care of? Because, see, that was my point, is that, if these women, like, are they also going to be having jobs and adding to the pot as well, or what? Like, I just don't understand the logistics. Oh, okay. Listen, you do you have a mod thing, Triple X?
No. I don't think so. You mean on your channel?
Yeah.
No, I don't think so.
How? Type in the chat real quick. I thought I did that a long time ago. Oh no, this is a different one.
Yeah, this is a different one.
Okay, that's why.
Yeah. Because the other one I got like 400 subs on that. That's just like for technology stuff. But this one that I just started, hey, that's for the raw. The game coming, baby. coming. It's coming.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Well, listen, drop it in there so I can sub and I can come over there and bogart your panels. Wow. See,
All
look,
right.
that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm saying. And yes, it is because, see, part of polygamy is you taking care of all the wives. So, yes, that matters. Dude talking about, I just want all the resources. Look, all right, what's the point? Like, the way they're describing marriage is very transactional, right? I think that there does need to be a certain amount of love, but also respect and compliance. I do think all of those things matter. You
Right.
know, so otherwise, if I'm just there and I'm doing everything you say, I don't have no feelings, no thoughts, no emotions, right? Then can I at least be taken care of when you die? Jeez, that's the last thing I got left to look forward to. You done took everything else. So now, if they want to draw the comparisons of marriage like that, then yeah, I'm gonna be waiting till the nigga die.
Let me ask you this question, Topaz. What would, if let's say you were to be propositioned?
Mm-hmm.
Look how she said.
Okay. Where you going with this?
I just gotta ask you, let's say you were propositioned to join a polygamous situation. What, like, even though we know undoubtedly that, without sharing a doubt, that you would not want to do that type of lifestyle. But let's say what would be the conditions? Let's say if you, for some reason, a miracle that you would do it. What would be conditions that would even make you consider that? Okay, I may be able to do this. I may be willing to give this a shot.
Okay, first of all, he can't be childish. He got to understand women and know how to corral them, because if you want it to be my job, that means you can't listen to them cry when they don't like something. All right.
Right.
Two, the other women got to be mature and willing and also going to contribute, appropriately to the household. I don't have to keep reminding women, what we supposed to be doing and all of that. I don't, like, it would need to be actually set up to where I can feel the religion part of it that they keep trying to rely on. They want to pull out the Bible, but I'm not really hearing a whole lot of biblical, personality traits in the men that expect to be able to have access to this. I mean, here's the thing, right? See, in the Bible, didn't God bless these men with multiple wives? Wasn't that a blessing with the wealth to be able to take care of them? And he took wives from one person and gave to the other one. Wasn't that like blessings and gifts for the ones that were doing righteous? You out here antagonizing people. You really think God like that? He ain't finna give you no wives. He not giving you no resource, no nothing. He's finna go tell you to sit down somewhere until you grow up. No problem, Triple X. But I mean, that's just me. That was my understanding. I personally feel
I thought you was gonna make it more complex than that. That's actually not really.
Well, and because here's the thing, if I grew up in a community where that was already practiced, I wouldn't know no different. So I try to look at it from that. Now, like, if we talking about the real life world today, that is, we are not set up here for that. What's your recourse? How can you make people be, honest and keep their word in a setup like that? How can you make sure everything's gonna be on the up and up? What can you do? What's your recourse? None. So, like, you can't do nothing about it. Like, if the woman decide, oh yeah, well, I'm the third wife, so I don't like that position, I'm gonna just take everything while y'all gone for the day. You can't do nothing about it. There go Rollo.
To have those multiple wives, you got to be making 6+ figures. You can't be 50,000 talking about I want 3 wives. Nah.
You having 6 figures, if you got 3 wives, that's still y'all living like just regular. You ain't got no big huge house with that. Like, you just
you also got to take into account the income of the 3 wives. See, they always talk about that.
Mm-hmm.
So, and see,
that's me, not the link. Oh,
because that's how the Mormons. I know for a fact the Mormons. Because I remember I actually had a discussion when they used to come by my house and knock early in the morning on Saturday or something with their books and everything.
The Mormons, I never had Mormons. I had Jehovah's Witness.
Man, I had Jehovah's Witnesses, but when I moved to Houston, I had Mormons come. They would come like 12 o'clock in the afternoon, and we had a discussion. They was on their little bikes and stuff, and I talked about polygamy. I told them, I'll let you in, I'll pray with you and everything, but we're gonna have to talk about this. Was like probably like 13, 14 years ago. And they
You can't
told
convert me because
like,
I'm about to convert you.
yeah,
Hey,
man, but
Rollo. Hey,
Hey, what's
long
going
time
on,
no see.
everybody?
Hey,
yeah.
Rollo, what's up?
What's going on? D.
What's up, bro?
Durrell,
What's up, bro?
I made mention of you
I might as
earlier
well
on
take
my
this
live
off.
stream.
Huh?
You know what I'm saying? Out of respect, I say, D. Durrell, I know you got to have more than one woman, man.
Brother,
See?
what are you
See?
talking
That's
about?
see, Rollo. That's how y'all be getting other people in trouble. D. Durrell is a faithful man,
Yeah,
and
I'm a
he
faithful
is
Stop
with
it.
man.
his
Stop
wife.
it. No, 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 no,
Rollo,
no.
don't come over here with
No,
that. Because this is a
no, no,
wholesome,
no.
non-mode channel. We do not do all of that Babylonian
I'm just
effery.
saying.
Rollo,
I'm just saying. It's not wrong if the man wants to have more than one woman. That's all. What's wrong with
you can
that?
want all you want to. I want $1 million. People in hell want ice water. People be wanting all kinds of stuff. I'm not telling you can't want what you want, Rollo. I mean, I understand it. I'm just not gonna do it.
I'm not telling you to do it.
I know
No,
that
but
was
I didn't.
earlier.
I'm not coming for that. This is something very
Okay.
serious.
Okay.
Remember, I did a video about Fresh and It. You know who they are.
Right?
Well, KS and them is trying to bring men with other men. Just be
What?
mindful.
You
What?
lying. You
Hey,
lying.
breaking news
Listen,
only
I'm
on
not
my channel.
playing.
It's going down. No,
You're
wait a minute, Rollo.
lying.
Say that again slowly.
I'm telling you what the agenda is. They're trying to get with men with other men.
You lying, man.
Listen, the video is out. That's all I'm going to say. I'm
Post it,
going in
Rollo. Post it
tomorrow.
in the chat.
I'm going in tomorrow. I have to get the link. I'm going in
Okay, well
tomorrow on the
okay, do
Manosphere.
it real quick. And then post when you like when you set up your thing, just put it in the comments.
I have to find the video. I don't know if they took it down. I have to find a video. It was brought to my attention.
Rollo be knowing all of the
So you mean to tell me he gonna sit there and have a discussion with two men?
It's all they use the women. It's getting paid as a deceiver, just like in the industry. You was in the industry, Topaz. You know how this goes.
Wait, what industry, Rollo? Now, come on now. What?
You was in the industry.
What industry?
You wasn't doing shows back in the days, Topaz.
Modeling, actually on catwalks, Rollo. Not like getting
Okay,
naked in
so
somebody's basement. Not none of that.
you know certain people in the industry, like Brandon, aka Bitcoin. He knows where I'm going with this. So peep game.
Mm-mm.
That space over there, I left it in 2019. All that strange stuff going on over there, I'm gonna break it down tomorrow. When I get the video, it's over for the Manosphere. It's done.
Oh
Wow.
Lord! See, I didn't even much do that. Look, but hey, breaking news, exclusive information on my
Rollo,
channel
man.
only.
Hold on, Rollo, man. You said you got some damning evidence here?
Yeah, he say it's a video, like it's video evidence. It ain't just all you can see it with your eyeballs triple. So you gotta accept that.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Wow. And I remember you saying that too. I remember.
Yeah, I called it.
I remember you said that like months ago.
Mm-hmm.
Listen,
Man.
Cool Jen, if you got it, post it in the chat, please.
Uh-oh.
We can
Topaz,
watch that
you
live
better
if
post
y'all
that
want.
right
I
there.
mean, y'all look. I was getting ready to go to bed, but then y'all wanted to come up. So listen, you here now. If I get it and we can watch it live, I just want to see. Like, I'm just curious because I need to know where to stay away from. I know how to stay out of places I'm not wanted.
Right. Same here.
So wait, Rollo, how you find out? Oh. So now you on mute.
Hold on, wait a minute. Maybe I'm lost. I see what Queen just posted in the chat. Is that what y'all talking about? I stepped away for a second. Oh man.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I didn't know what y'all. I didn't fully understand what y'all was talking about. I stepped away. Oh, that's crazy. Yeah, that is crazy.
Listen, I hope that's not what's going on. I will say that I don't want that for the Manosphere. I don't want that for them. But Jesus.
Hell no.
But if it is, I mean, ain't gonna be nothing I can say. I'm gonna go sit over here and rest in my
But
femininity. I'm gonna be chilling.
that's
That'd be
content for the
crazy.
whole month.
Oh yeah, you know what? I'm not even gonna do no more content for the whole month. I'm gonna let them go and get all that out because it's gonna be a mess all over Black YouTube. Now nobody can't find the video. See, hold on. Okay, y'all keep going.
That would kill his channel.
Yeah. If something like that came out, that would be yeah. I couldn't argue that, D Darrell.
Imagine what Obsidian would say.
Obsidian will, if that's really like that is, Obsidian will go into hiding. Word, like all the stuff he's been making recently, he would have to go into hiding if that came out.
That would be horrible, man. That would be horrible.
Yeah, that would be, man. Bob Cherry will probably do a whole week stream if that happens.
Oh Lord.
BMT said he already had it on my channel.
Oh no, BMT said he had it on there, and then y'all was suspecting it already.
Right.
And BMT said he already had it on his oh no, I think no. BMT is talking to Queen of the South. They talking about being raised in a polycamp.
Oh.
But no, somebody posted it. Okay, so the video is taken down, but somebody had posted it.
Oh, okay.
If Bomb Cherry hear that, listen, she's gonna do a month-long stream. It's like I feel like she gonna get a whole new channel devoted specifically to exposing. Oh Lord, she gonna rap about yes.
Can you guys hear me?
Oh, no, I can't now, Rollo. I'm just saying, if Bomb Cherry get a hold of this, oh Lord, it's over. What'd you say, Rollo?
They took it down?
No, I thought that's what I'm asking because Cool Gent say he saw it, and so I was like, "Can you post it?" He said he can't find it. He don't know if he can find it because somebody posted it at the time. So I'm guessing that like this reaction videos or something. I don't know. Man, listen, I really hope that's not true.
That's crazy.
I know, you know what? No, I feel like she's gonna still have her regular channel, and I feel like she's gonna create a separate channel, and it's just gonna be 1 month straight of blasting everybody involved.
Probably you know who got it, D Darrell. B1 and them.
Who B1 got
Them
it?
niggas.
Oh, is it they head? Oh shit. They always really? Wow.
Yeah, well,
Now,
because that's what they do. They just sit around watching and recording shit. So that's the whole point.
That's horrible.
Uh-oh, there go Rollo again. So what else happened, Rollo?
Yeah, they probably, they probably got it. You never know.
Well, I'm pretty sure. Now, wait, okay, so tell us, Rollo, this was on somebody's channel. What did you see?
Okay, so they're talking about trying to help men and stuff like that, but they sending women that are prostitutes or paying arrangement type of chicks on the show.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But that's a disguise for the real outcome. So Ken Samuels is already putting into the Black manosphere what to do. Solo and all of them. It's time to separate. Whoever's over there supporting them better separate from it. Because it's gonna be a bad look on us if this continues.
Hey Rollo, you see what I just typed in the side chat, man, private chat? Is that what you're talking about?
Let me see. Yes.
It's on now?
I don't know if their video's still up.
Oh, okay, because that channel is live right now, and so
yeah. So you saying it was a collaboration with him with that channel, and that's when you said it was said.
I gotta look at the channel then. If they on live, I have to see if that's it.
Okay. He been on there before.
Who been on there before?
The person that y'all are saying. Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
that
look
she's
at this.
talking about. Yeah, I just
Oh,
typed
okay.
it in
Yeah,
the
yeah,
chat.
of course. Yeah, of
Yeah,
course.
yeah.
Oh Lord,
Yeah.
follow.
That's some messy stuff, man.
Like she breathless right
See, I'm clutching my pearls because I ain't never heard nothing like this. See, no. Okay, here you go, BMT. None more. Do not get involved in this. See, me and Khadijah are making this a thing, Rollo. You gonna support our none more? We got T-shirts.
All I'm gonna say is this because I'm about to hit the thing in a minute.
Oh, you finna go live?
No. I'm not talking about live. I'm talking about going to bed. I got some stuff to take care of in the morning.
Oh
But
yeah. I'm gonna go to bed too.
All I'm gonna say is this in closure. They're going to bring them it's in the space. I told people this is coming earlier this
Them
year.
it's. Oh Jesus.
They're coming over there. I'm glad I removed myself from that space 2019. I'm
Well, it
glad.
looked like if I hadn't been removed, I was gonna get kicked out. I mean, I guess
Too
that's
many
what we
weird
doing
dudes on
next.
here. Too
Hey,
many weird
BMT.
dudes on this space. But y'all have a good night. I'll talk to y'all.
Okay, good night, Rollo.
Yep.
Wow. Well, what's up, B?
What's going on?
Everybody's so speechless. BMT, I would love to upload some, when I'm doing real content, not the fun stuff.
I got the password and everything. I got the password and everything. Like, but I know I'm gonna be actually. No, I mean I'm gonna be going. Like, I'm gonna be pulling away from BMT for a while and going
Oh,
elsewhere. So that's actually y'all actually right in time for actually me to give y'all the stuff so that way I can go do else things. So I can do else things. But that's old information. Like, I've been already covered that and show that on my channel. Like all party people are willing and participants. Like, they
mm.
have whole groups where you can go there and you can get they have groups and stuff for that where these things are done. I've been covered over that. So that's why the keyword. That's why people don't understand what high value parties or conferences or meetups are. You know what I'm saying? I've done shown that like a few weeks ago. So
You know what,
what's up?
BMT?
What's
See,
up?
that's why I stay away from all of that whole when people get too much money, I just really feel like that, it's real a slippery slope. I don't need a whole lot of extra money like that. I don't need dumb money that you can't spend in 6 or 7 generations. I don't need that much money for myself because see, then not saying that I would do those things, but it would be expected of you. And if you don't, then the people who want to are going to find a way to start charging you for that money. Like money does bad things to people, and or either they let it do. When I'm like when it ain't so late at night, I'll find a more therapeutic way to explain it. But the point is, all of that extra indulgence, that's just I don't know, that's just not a scene that I want to be in.
It leads to deviance. That's basically what you're saying.
Right.
It does.
Yeah, y'all know what I mean. Like, this is just shocking. I'm
Like,
at a loss for words. Like, we
it's
really doing this on Black YouTube?
um
I was hoping that at least we would have one thing that we didn't do that happens in the world that we
Everywhere.
did not do on Black YouTube.
like I said I make well over enough money. Like,
Hmm.
more. I make good dumb money. That's what I'm saying. Like, when I was making money, I did everything. I drunk. I did coke. I went gambling. I did reckless shit with my life. The women. I went to parties. I frolicked, fornicate. I did all that shit. Um,
Hmm.
and so, um, like I said, but I've even did shit that I almost tried to kill myself. Uh,
Oh no.
and so, that's what I'm saying. Like, when we're talking about the things about the high value, there's no rules to what you
Hmm.
do. There's no rule. That's why I said, like, for a lot of, I'm gonna just be honest, for a lot of you black men, y'all are naive as fuck. That y'all think y'all really understand how a lot of this placates the sexuality, the blending. Listen, one When you get tired of doing one thing, you start doing different other stuff, and you start seeing things are a lot more different on how stuff. There's no rules to what you can't do because there's nobody to tell you no. So you're always just taking in more. There's a reason why you see families that have the money, that have this type of access and stuff. And you can honestly look at a lot of black families that have this type of
Mm-hmm.
generational money, and look at the psychology or the mentality of where they're at versus people who work and have something gainfully to keep them busy. Like I didn't I try to tell I told people straight up, like, having the money and the power that I have now, my only thing that really keeps me sane is the fact that I have kids and have a family. Other than that, I really don't give a shit. And I'm being honest, I really don't give a shit to live or do things anymore. Like, I've lived my life up to the fullest, and I mean, I'm not trying to come off any type of way, but the conversation that I have, like, I can talk with anybody or anything, and it does not bother me. It doesn't bother me
Mm-hmm.
because I look at the world a lot differently, and on how I see money and things like that versus how that's why don't people don't understand when they're talking about this stuff. Like, when I hear men who supposedly have men of means, but they're worried about women, and I'm like, what is that to a man of means? Like, you wouldn't think about that. This is why I said y'all not the conversation about talking about high value men and the type of women. Like, white men, white men with money don't care about getting a divorce. They don't care.
Yeah,
They do that at
exactly.
the they have no problem cutting off or literally doing whatever it takes, even to killing, to literally keep the whatever sources of whatever type of power that they have on, and literally will say, "Well, oh, you're gonna leave me? Cool. Take your such and such amount of money and get off my estate," and they will do it in a heartbeat. This is why, when you'll hear black men, "Oh, what about my half of no?" This is why I say you're not a high value, because literally it means nothing. It is nothing. Like, I've walked away from my home and my stuff, and literally I know what it's like to stay in the shelter and get that money and that stuff right back. And I can tell you right
Mm-hmm.
now, like, y'all not that type of life of the devil. So this is why I'm talking about, like, the stuff that Kevin talks about. He's talking about the fornication side of the game, and that's something I don't think black men really want to be a part of, because, like I said, majority of the black men that do partake in that, first of all, I'm gonna be honest, black men that are that type of high value, one, they're not on YouTube. They're not. Majority of those type of holders, those owners, those type of men of means, they're not going to be on YouTube. Majority of them are out there either running a family, they're with a family, or they're in a tight knit group that literally they do not. I mean, you might see them, you might deal with them, but other than that, you're never gonna see TD Jakes or the Potter's House on YouTube talking, trying to instruct men on how to get to his
Mm-hmm.
level. He's selling it. He's selling something. You're never gonna see the King family or certain illustrious elites. They got people that live up there in up the Northeast, or black families in Texas or in the South. Like, these people, you're not gonna ever see them on YouTube. Tell the world, let me tell you how they don't. You know why they don't tell black folks? Black people with power don't ever tell other black people how to get power, because then that means they have to share that power. They're never going to do that. You don't tell people how to get the power. They work their way in it. And then even that, I'm telling you right now, first of all, they don't even want you living in their community. These type of blacks don't even like you living in their community. Whenever injustices happen to black people, they never talk about it. They never speak out
Mm-hmm.
about it. They never fight for y'all. You as a black man dying in the street, oh well. They don't see you like that. And y'all think I'm being cutthroat. They don't. They literally try to empathize more so with the white man, or literally think they try to be closer to his world than your world. So when y'all say that y'all like them type of people, I'm telling you right now, like, they just not the type. They're just not the type. And also, some of them have some very sexually deviant behavior that is very disgusting. So y'all can keep on having these conversations. Oh yeah, some of them are very down low. Them Billy Porter motherfuckers, excuse my language. Yeah, Billy Porter's a high value. So you'll be seeing a lot of them in that walk of life. So I don't even know why. Y'all, you got a better chance of Billy Porter telling y'all what high value is. Or, I mean, these dudes on YouTube,
Mm-hmm.
It ain't no damn high value. Majority of the men that are making money, they're going to bed late and they get up early in the morning. That's money. That's money. Majority there was no high value black man during COVID on YouTube. That's how I know the bullshit was bullshit. They weren't on YouTube like that. They were too busy trying to make sure that their assets were intact. So we need to stop these conversations. I mean, I get it. It's a good talking point. It is. And one thing about it is they don't mind showing you. Like they don't mind showing you this is what I can do. Because they know that the majority, like there's not that many, let's just be honest. How many black men or black women are literally in the medical field?
BMT, you dropping a lot of knowledge.
I'm realistic. This is what I'm saying. I don't play games with these people no more.
Right.
Like honestly, Topaz and D the real. I don't even know why they hang around these people because there's not that many black men and black women in the medical field. The majority of the time, when they do get in the medical field, they kind of divest out of the black community because they get paid out to leave. Let's not play these games. Like I
Right.
know.
No, I hear you, and I hear in your voice. I hear the frustration. I do want to welcome Alpha Kingdom to the panel.
What's up? Oh, what's going on, Alfie? Like I said,
what's going
the conversation is well over there.
I just seen the peoples who know I had to support you, and I see BMT and Triple X on. So, I'm familiar. Want to say what's up to the people. D Darrell, salute to you too, brother.
What's up?
So we just had Rollo come up here a few minutes ago and drop some breaking news. So there's getting ready to be some more outing stories. The manosphere is going to be a buzz again.
Yeah, it's not. It's really
not.
Well, I'm saying because in the grand scheme, like men with means, like you have to have proof that you can't shame these men. Like they pay money. Like you think you could shame Andrew when Andrew Gilliam got caught? What honestly happened to him? They found out he was gay. They found out he had a Mexican boy lover, and boom! Now he's doing a whole tour. He's probably going to get reelected as a gay black beard band with money. Life will go on.
That is possible. You know what? But he got a better chance of that because that community is going to support him.
I don't know why they surprised. I know they purposely did it on purpose. They did it on purpose. They get caught if they want to. If he really had a good team, they would have covered up him being gay. They would have covered it up. Trust and believe. These things happen all the time. Like the Smiths, like Will Smith and all that stuff. We all knew he was open. That was the first open swinger dude, or Magic Johnson and all of them. Like we ain't playing the game, bro. I'm telling you. I've seen a few of these dudes in my daddy's circle. We knew the brother was we knew he was a beard, but nobody cared to say anything because guess what? The man made money. So, you know what I'm saying? Like my mom and us, we can have these conversations all day long. Like my mom owns a trucking company and does properties. She knows who's gay. She knows the man that has his lover and his wife and kids and two family. That's also that narrative. Black men don't really get divorced. Black men will have a whole two families. I'm about to shut up. Black men will have two families. Black men will have a family that they're sick and tired of with Topaz, and they will literally take their funds and literally start a whole other family. But see, the thing about why they complain about black women getting a divorce, because when a black woman finds out about it, and she's like, yo, I'm not dealing with this. I'm not dealing with wasting my time. And you have an illegitimate child. I'm taking my kids and I'm bouncing. And so that's why you're seeing black women getting divorces. Because literally they know that black men, rather than get divorced, they will literally stay in a marriage and start a whole nother family and say, well, I love you. Even though they know they don't have no love in that relationship. So, like I said, I'm gonna drop everything. I don't give a shit. Like I said, all right, y'all. That's me. That's BMT for the whole night. But I'm gonna
You
go
know
ahead
what?
and
In BMT, I would like to do a stream and just talk about different things along that subject when you get a chance. I know you are focusing on some other stuff, but before you leave.
We'll go. Like I said, y'all can go ahead and hit me up and pull out anything you want. Like I said, like I'm in these circles and I know how everything plays out. Except like when I tell people, they're like, "What? They can't be." Well, because you're not part of the circle. That's why you don't understand it. You're not a man that can afford two families, so you shouldn't be having a conversation. Don't talk about the hypothetical. Just talk to the men that understand how to do it. Like
Right.
Don't if you don't have the
I'm
experience.
thinking
Okay.
I'm thinking like a stream about the hidden dangers, like, what we need to be making sure that, like, basically what we need to stay away from, what we need to separate from.
Right. Right. No, like I said, whenever you want to set it up, like I said,
Okay,
all
I'll
love.
email you.
Yeah, and yeah, like I
What?
said,
Yeah.
I'll be in the crowd watching. Shout out to RP, what's going on, man? I see you dropping your book out there, man. Much respect and much love for that. And
For
also,
sure.
be Darrell, I'll be there checking you out, family. So
Right,
I'll see
right.
y'all guys.
Appreciate it.
Okay, thanks, BMT.
Hey, Topaz, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can.
No, I got these new little headphones on. How it sound? Cool.
Yeah.
That didn't sound confident, but so I might.
No, I'm trying to see if it's just me because it sounds kind of low. So what I did, I said yeah, but I'm turning up my speakers, and it's me. It was my speakers.
Is it clear?
Yeah, it's clear.
Oh, okay.
So let me ask you, we was getting ready to get off, but then we had some more information that came out. So what is your thoughts on polygamy? I think I know the answer to this, but why don't you just share it in your own words?
I'm gonna come outside the box, and everybody can't handle that type of stuff. It look cool to
Yep.
people. You can't just do it. You're not gonna be able to just find two girls to get along, have sex, serve, whatever your program is, just because you like to. First off, you
Right.
got to match the two. People don't think forward enough. They just look at these movies and watch this YouTube shit and get in the fantasy mode and think they on pimping and they can just, oh yeah, let me just get these two girls. Even cats not even pulling off threesomes consistently, but then they want to say they want to have a polygamous relationship, bro.
Yep.
That is for some king shit. That's some king
Facts.
shit, bro. And you
Facts.
think
Triple X, don't start.
No,
Don't
he
feel
still
like
went.
you ain't outnumbered no more. Now you finna go in.
I'm
No,
just
no,
saying.
no, no, no. He got it. I agree with him.
Yeah, look. I mean, look at my name. Look at my avatar. This is who I am. So it's not.
Yeah, see.
I
No,
literally
I
have
know
myself
Triple X
as a
earlier
king
was
right
feeling
there.
all outnumbered because I said, like, here's the thing. I don't think that this is something that is set up to be done in our society. There's no recourse. You don't have nothing that you could do to sustain this. These men don't have enough resource to be able to do it. And then they don't have an attitude, right? Like earlier I was on Rollo stream. This guy in the chat was like talking about, since I said no, he was gonna start antagonizing me from the chat, like this was a manly thing to do, and he wants me to believe that he's capable of leading polygamy. No, you're not, because you're childish. You can't be childish if you're gonna be trying to have a household with multiple women in it. You supposed to be the one, like, you gonna be having to calm down they childishness, but you gonna join in the fuckery with them. That's a recipe for chaos.
It's the opposite of what people think it is. Like, I
Right.
think I might have told you I stayed with two bras before, and that shit wasn't no sex fest at all.
You didn't tell me that, really.
Oh yeah, man. So that shit wasn't
You
no
have lived
sex
some
fest.
life.
That shit is a headache fest. Shit ain't no. It be having these moments and shit like that, man. But you spend most of your time strategizing and manipulating and shit the whole fucking time to enjoy it.
Well, and it don't sound like it's just this
I mean, no, it
relaxing
is. I'm
of.
just realistic. Because I'm not gonna just try to convince some niggas to do some shit that I know they ain't gonna be able to do no way. So I'm just trying to be like the good Samaritan, stay away from drugs. That's all I'm trying to do. Because I already know, bro. Like, man, that shit ain't. That shit is a whole nother thing, bro. And then it's a lifestyle too. You gotta understand that shit. Like, people don't. It's more than having two girlfriends, man. You gotta have them getting along. You gotta have you somewhat of a reward system going on. You gotta have a time system going on. You gotta have a sex system going on. You gotta make them both feel special in different ways every single day. And
That sounds like a whole lot more work.
It's a lot of work. So it's a grind. Yeah, facts, Afi, and like you say, 90% of the guys in this sector ain't even ready for that anyway.
Yeah,
That's facts.
that's why it's funny that they just super into the dialogue, nigga. If I gave you two, you wouldn't know what to do.
Shit,
Nice.
some of them can't get one.
Yeah. It's even hard for me to have a girlfriend, and I got master level game, and it's hard for me to keep on because it's a lot. You know what I'm saying? It's easy to date bras, but Being the one all the time that know all your secrets and shit, she can fuck with you. It's different.
Yeah, that is a fight. Agreed.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what personality traits you think would work best for a man who's interested in that? Because I'm saying, well, number one, you can't be childish. You got to be able to be an example of what the household is supposed to run like.
I got to answer for you real quick. He has to have a Machiavellian mindset off the rip. If you don't think like that, then it's never going to work. You have to, because it's a demeanor that you have to have. Like, it don't matter if you have gang or you like having sex good. Like, because if you're dealing with two women, they're going to try to shift the shit for them. And if you have a Machiavellian mindset, that won't happen. See, if you have gang, a women's can kind of still shift you and then kind of make you think, well, you're a lucky dude because you got two girls, but then they just flip that shit on you and now you're making it to them. Now you serving them two broads instead of them serving you, but then they still know how to pump your ego and make you feel like you a player because it's two, but really you lost. See, niggas don't think like that.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Good point. Good point.
Respect, bro. Topaz, you wouldn't fuck with no polygamy if you was the main one?
Why do y'all think that my issue is with me being the main one? My issue.
All right. Well, you be in the last one then. Fuck it. Okay, be in
No,
number 4. I'm
so
trying
my
to give you
issue.
some credit.
Well, I appreciate that, but that's not the reason why I'm not dealing with it. The reason why I'm not dealing with it is because, like, I don't have faith in our society being able to sustain that appropriately. I feel like it's gonna be a shit show. It's gonna be the chicks not doing no work and everything fall on me, or either I'm gonna have to listen to him whine and complain if she ain't doing nothing. Like you said, it's transactional. So I just.
What if it's a situation where it's like me and you as a team, and then we got the other ones? What about that?
Well, she'll be mainly serving you.
So it's not even
I'm
like
not
you
gonna
the
need
main
much
one.
from her. That's gonna be all on you.
Well, no, it's not like you the main one because I'm gonna give you the power to like check them and shit too. So it ain't just like I'm just telling all of y'all and you, but are you the only one that get hit? No, I want you to smash too, man. Man, go pour that top around on her face, man. She came on late.
Oh damn! See,
you ain't rocking
you
with
know
it?
what?
That
I
ain't
mean,
the ticket.
I don't want to do all of that. Honestly, I want just quiet and peaceful. I don't want I don't deal with a lot of extra people in my face like that. So, like when you have a group of people, it's more potential for chaos. So I just don't have the hope that it's going to be able to be calm and peaceful. Like when I think about polygamy, it sounds like beautiful the way it's supposed to be done. If it's done according to the religious rules, right? It sounds like it's very beautiful to think about. But when I think about human nature and people, I don't see it going down like that.
I'm surprised that you even saying that. You see, you learn something new every day. I thought you was Black Power. I need my man. I ain't sharing it with no sisters because it's a man.
Look,
it's about man and woman. You totally throw
see,
me off.
listen. First of all, I'm well rounded and I'm reasonable. Because if I grew up with polygamy, I wouldn't know no different.
I would not share a man because I am a Black woman and I am proud. That's not you.
Well, first of all, I'm Black and I'm proud, but I mean, if I'm in a situation where it's best for me to share, I get, listen, I do what's reasonable. So if that's a situation and it's better, then I would do that. I wouldn't cut off my nose to spite my face. So it just depends. But yeah, no, I still believe it. Like if I did do that, it would have to be a man that understands, and we're going to be committed to raising a good group of kids for the next generation that can contribute to the community. It's not going to be this dude that just want to lay around and brag about having two kids. That's not good.
Because let me piggyback on that. See, this is the whole thing. This is if you really serious about it, and if you're not on no pimping shit, if you just really serious, you just do it. See, a lot of cats, they want to do it. They want to show everybody. And then now you had the two girls, right? The two girls were solid for you. They love you. They really for it. Now you want to post it on Instagram and shit. Now the broad sister then found out, told the mama. Now the mama harassing this one. She feeling bad. Now you gotta coddle her and shit, right? So you call this one on the right. Now the left one, now she feel out of place and shit because now you done spending extra time with this one. Now she want to go run off and doing some shit. See, now you lost too.
Well, and you know what the problem with that is he wasn't prepared.
Shit, you know what I'm saying? Like you can only show off when they get to the pimping, because when they get to the pimping and they doing that type of shit, you know they ain't gonna bust on you.
But no, you know what? If he wasn't doing it in terms of being a pimping, he could show off once he's prepared and insulated the one whose sister told the mama. Like, here's the thing: your mama ain't gonna. Well, she ain't supposed to, but if she does, you need to be smart enough to tell her you're not gonna follow it if she's trying to get you to do something that's not in your best interest. So if he hasn't created a life for both of these women such that they can be insulated, they could, like the insults from her mama will bounce off her shoulder. He had to prepare her. He got to get her ready to be able to face the pushback that they're gonna be confronted with. So if he ain't done that, it ain't time to show off. You still got work to do. So in my thing is he jumped out there too fast trying to show off because he wanted to be seen as the man instead of putting in the work that needed to happen to make sure that that's a sustainable situation. And then, like you said, if he didn't do the work first and he wanted to show off, bam, now he lost him.
That's the best way to do anything to stay on the low. My mama taught me that less is best, but she always taught me I'll be rich and y'all think I'm broke, and I'll be broke and y'all think I'm rich.
Listen, ain't nobody if I get rich, ain't nobody gonna know. I want anonymous money. I don't want people knowing. To be honest with you, I'm gonna try to keep my life as low key as possible because don't ask me for nothing.
Let me tell you about the energy. Now look how we pimping over here. You got the yellow, then Triple X got the yellow, then I got the pink, and then it matched the font and the shit. So we got yellow and pink like we some real.
So wait, is that why you changed your picture?
Like
So listen, so if that's the thumbnail, then okay.
Notices because it's so slick.
So you know what? See, that's what happened when your brain just go 1,000 miles a minute.
Mm-hmm. That's all good, man. Triple X, I'm gonna come on the next panel and shit, man. I'm gonna send you a DM. Come on the next one Sunday. It was man. That was fun last night, Topaz. I was mad I had to take that shit down.
That was hilarious. Y'all silly as hell.
Okay, yeah, definitely, man. I'm gonna definitely pull up for sure.
Yeah, I do open panels on Sundays. This cat came up and fucking flashed the shit. I had to take the video down. That was man. We played for like 3 hours, man.
And it was so funny, and I can't believe dude came up there to ruin shit. Like, see, and you know what? I should do a stream on why people so weird. Like, so I'm thinking I'm gonna do an unpopular opinion series, but also I think I should do why is human nature like this? Like, can you imagine somebody sitting around at the house and that's what makes them laugh? We were laughing at some dumb stuff being said by other people, and this dude thinks what he did in the middle of the stream was funny. Like, to him, that was like the highlight of his day. That was amazing.
I deleted my channel behind that shit before, so I had to take it down. I learned my lesson the first time. I'm gonna just keep that shit up. You know what I'm saying? They probably just block it and they take shits down from that, so that shit had to come down.
Yeah, man. And then, like, is that what he wanted to show off to people? Like, I would be afraid. Like, I don't understand why he's so proud of that. Like, why is that what you want to be how somebody lost their channel?
I ain't gay. I'll show you I ain't gay, Topaz. But it was a wiener too. No, but it was a wiener too. It wasn't even like nothing to see. It was like a wiener essential. It was like, look, like nigga, you over there wienering it, bro. What the fuck?
Why did he even pull that out? Is what I don't understand.
Man, oh man, that's wild.
Hey, Viking Paradigm.
Hey, Topaz.
Huh?
Hey, I got to get ready to jump off. Peace to you, and yeah, peace to you, Alfie, and I'll pull up next Sunday for sure.
Yeah, for sure, man. Pull up. We Sundays at 8.
Okay,
I got one Tuesday. Tomorrow in the morning too at 8 in the a.m. We're gonna talk about that's what Viking talking about. We talking about is she ready for the streets? So that should be interesting tomorrow morning. Pull up.
Oh, okay. If I get free in the morning, I'll fall through.
For sure, bro. Much respect.
Okay, yeah, respect. Peace, y'all.
Bye, Triple. Well,
isn't it a nice? Nice little family on the internet we have here. It's a nice.
Yeah, it's so adorable. I feel so warm and enveloped in love, except when I gotta cut somebody out. I know you were here earlier in the stream.
The earphones sounded good. They hella big on my thing. Does it sound that much better or what?
It sounds the same.
Hold on. Let me plug it in and see if I sound saucy once I do this. Hold on.
Okay.
I'll see how saucy this is. They always try to make it seem like technical shit. Let's see if I'm just raw now. Let's see. I'm sauce.
Wait, talk again.
Sauce.
That is clear.
How professional do I sound now?
Yeah, I can't. I don't know what's. I don't know how to explain it, but it's different. It's like the background. I guess it's less background.
Mm-hmm. Queen of the South. Do I sound like a boss or not? Press 1 if I sound like a boss right now.
You know, no. So I was getting ready to shut this down. I just did. I know you was here at the beginning of the stream, so like we had got into a whole bunch of other stuff.
I unplugged it now. You can tell the difference.
Wait a minute. What'd you say?
I said I unplugged it now. Watch out.
Yeah, it's like this fuzz noise in the background now that left. When you plugged it in, that little white noise in the background wasn't happening.
Cool. Well, we just gonna rock out right now, just how it is.
Well, first,
TikTok videos.
Wait, you got one that you finna show or what?
No, I don't want to show it. They're not. I just had my first. I wouldn't say hit, but hit for me.
Mm-hmm. Oh, so wait a minute. Okay, so what'd you get? How many people?
I got 3,000 on one video, but the thing is like, shit. Most of my videos was hitting for like 200, and then I had 107. So 3 have been the highest, and then the follow up before have been 1,000. So now I'm like, okay, well, maybe if I keep doing this shit,
Yes. Okay, no, that's what it was. It sounded deeper. So yeah, exactly. Okay, so wait a minute. So now you're gonna stay on TikTok?
Yeah, I would. That's why it's weird because I was just about to retire. Like, man, fuck this shit, bro. I got like 60 uploads and fucking 50 followers. Man, get the hell out of here with this shit.
Yeah, no, I remember. Okay, so now the 3,000 is no. Okay, so what was the topic? Well, I mean, what was the thing? What made 3,000 people watch it?
It's one of them ones I got on Instagram. Which one is it? It's about it's some positive shit. Surprisingly.
What?
Surprisingly, oh my God! Wait a minute, I had to just think about.
Wait, so people were really listening to something uplifting for once?
Yeah, I didn't even really think about that. So what was it again? What was my shit? It was about staying away from negative people, something like that.
Yeah, well, you know what? That is a good topic. A lot of people do feel like they're trapped around a lot of toxic, negative people, but I mean, a lot of people, it's really just them. And they the person that everybody needs to stay away from.
I get 1,000 on this new one I just dropped. That means I'm on fire. So I better not get 1,000. I better not get too motivated because when I get motivated, but when I get to a point where I start calling shit to the T, I'll be like, all right, it's fire now. Let's go.
So yet another platform.
We gonna see. I got 200 followers now, baby.
So from 50 to 200. Okay.
Yeah.
Not bad.
I've been doing that shit for 3 months.
Oh yeah, because 3 months is just so long. That's not very long.
No, I'm saying that to teach the listeners that I was just about to quit. Just about to quit. Because I had 52 followers and 60 uploads. And then 1, 2, 3 later, now my shit is all right.
Look, the audience put you on probation. They said we'll give you 1,000 views after 90 days. If you're still here, then we'll give you 1,000 views.
Wait, who said that?
The audience, the TikTok audience.
Oh, yes. Yeah, that says something.
Well, then and all those people can go back and look at the other videos too.
Huh?
All those people that came to look at that one can probably like binge watch the other videos.
You're gonna see. Really, they easy to make. I could knock them bitches out all night. They only 1 minute. I could knock 1 million of them fucking things out.
I can't finish a thought in a minute. That's my problem with Instagram Live. I mean, I can do an Instagram Live, but an Instagram story, I never upload stories because whatever I want to say takes longer than a minute.
King Dre got good at it quick.
Oh, really? So, wait, okay, so you talking about Instagram or TikTok?
TikTok, but the videos he posted be from Instagram. I mean,
So he on that too? So all of y'all on there? Hey, no cupcake.
King Drake got 500,000 followers.
Wow.
On TikTok.
How long did it take him to get that?
He started in November.
Oh, so not like what? Almost 6 months.
Yep.
Oh Lord.
And Zay got 100,000. You know Playboy Zay, he got 100,000 on that shit. They started at the same time.
Oh. See, y'all are so much better with the social media thing. I am better when I'm just talking to people one-on-one and I just tell that person something good. Like to just reach a whole audience. I don't really know.
You know what's his name? I know I'm probably fucking his name up, but he's a homie though. Sajid, SAUGNSEN, Sagasin. Is that how you say his name?
I have no idea who that is.
He got a channel. On
Mhm.
YouTube. He got a channel. Oh well, anyways, he got like 20,000 on there.
Wow. So okay, so that's the new wave. Everybody's getting on TikTok. I wonder what I'll see.
Actually, we kind of late though. We should have already got on it, but I might as well. It's like the Bitcoin shit. I might as well. 1 minute videos max. That's easy though, bro.
That's easy for y'all. I want to elaborate. I want to say more stuff than 1 minute.
That shit crazy, man. Just fucking with the internet shit. I be
Hold on.
like, damn, man, like a nigga life can change doing the same shit without nothing else different.
Right?
The only difference is hella motherfuckers watching or not. That's the only difference.
Yeah, see, but you know what? A lot of people who have a whole lot of watchers, they usually, I mean, it's not something that is learning. It's something that everybody already know, and they get to join in and say, "Hey, yeah, we can laugh at this one person who didn't know who's getting advice or whatever, or embarrass themselves or something." It's not like something that's helpful. That doesn't get a whole lot of views over the BS stuff.
You seen Sir Ism and Fantastic earlier?
What? No. Hold on. You know what? So y'all, thank y'all for tuning in, right? I'm happy y'all were able to come up and cheer me up and make this funny, and we talked about some real stuff too. So I will see y'all on the next one. Bye.